My Facebook, my IG, my Twitter, my YouTube, and obviously TikTok, number one platform in the world. Live. Hey, what's up, Eric? How you doing, Torina? How's it going? So, I'm getting it down. I need like my office to be going because then I can be a lot easier. Now I'm just doing this in my bathroom, etc. So the idea this year I will get my office set up. So, but it's got to work. I'm not even like 34 minutes ago roughly, and then I tell you that told me that TikTok, like if you ever were going through your ish, no matter what platform, ¿Qué ¿Cómo estás? How was the weekend? How you doing? How's your health? How's the family? If you're going through that, tell me, yo, DM me, you call, text, video chat, etc. I talk to the whole world. That's what I'm with my girl. She's like, notice what I say, like, she's not really jealous, controlling, etc. Like, I won't ever deal with that in my life. When people are jealous in general, like I'm a socialist. If I get paid to talk, I'll be a zillionaire. I promise that. And with that said, like if you're gonna have a person that's controlling you and being jealous, then that's another partner to be with. Especially if you're not that type of person. If you're both jealous of each other, don't be in a relationship. Keep it 1,000. No, you're not ready for the situation, and that's the issue. Like how you supposed to like trust people? That's the question, right? But eventually you will get that. I promise you that. You just gotta work on yourself. Everything starts with you first and foremost. A lot of people like to hear that. Like, and that's why I say the world's broken. And with the narcissists, good and bad people. Yin yang, right, wrong, whatever analogy you want to use, right? That's your ish, not my ish. And but I tell people I'll vibe with you, I'll lab with you every which way, and that's the thing to be. Hey, what's up, Berto? How you doing? Welcome to live. How was your weekend? And that's why I say trigger one. Everyone's broken, like I was. All children lost them and narcissists broken, and all codependent of each other. Why do you think you worry about everybody in the mother's opinion about you? You die with petty little words, and I'm not being rude to you at all. Far from that. I'll talk to you about you once again. A lot of people be rude to you and then kick rocks and move on, because they want to bring you down. How cute, what's up? Nah, here I just got at work actually. Feeling good. A little tired, but feeling good. I'm about to do the probably for an hour roughly. And then from there, I just go get some Z's and make them in the morning to go work out. Do my Jenny Craig. I love my cardio, but the only downfall as we get older, the body, etc., this vessel gets tired. So that's what the idea is to take care of your body so your body takes care of you. Because as we get older, once again, your body gets tired. I tell everybody, mentally, I'm a beast. I'm a god. Like all of us can be amps and narcs. Not amps and narcs, but amps for sure. Narcs, they can potentially change their ways. Can they be fixed? Not really when I say it, but they're the devil's disciples. Sorry, this side. They're the devil's disciples. Amps are God's disciples, but that's why we're clashing, because that's the war that's going on. Eventually, you figure that out. But it all starts with you. Everything starts with you. That's why, like, I tell my coworkers, they're like a lot younger than me, they're probably like half my age. Some are a little older than I am, and we're just talking vibe, I tell you, and that's crazy, especially in the brown folks, raza, Hispanic, Latino cultures. I just say Spanish, Even when I say Spanish, the Spanish culture, Hispanic, Latino Spaniards, they get like triggered because like I'm not Spanish. Well, I'm not gonna sit here with history and stuff. So I just keep it very simple. If I trigger you, I do my job. But I talk to, once again, elaborate with you. I'm not being rude to you. A lot of people will trigger a lot of people. And once again, peace, gotta go. And they do it to what? To make you better, to ruin your day. Because if they're having a bad day, they want you to bring it down their level. And then if you're done, they're like, yep, I did my job, I'm out, I tell you, I'll sit there and vibe with you. I talk to a hell of people in this world. Even I've talked about on TikTok about like 5-6 narcs. And I told them like, yo, what y'all would do to about that? Like, what? Everybody in the world worries about what? Amps or narc, both sides. You worry about your reputation, right? And the narcs are telling me, you give it 1,000 and, nobody's going to tell you, but you're broken. But you can potentially, if you choose to change your ways, then you can try. At least that part. You can't be fixed. The way the rules go, potentially not. But at least you're changing for yourself. That's a little positive, One actually told me like, yo, but that'd be too easy. If I go, what do you mean? Because if I change and tell them what I am, then they can run and I run. Exactly, their choice. Simple as that. Like me, I told I've had them about 5-6 women getting here on TikTok, males and females, and I'm just like, tell people, everybody in the world, you have the right to judge. God gave us free will. If you believe in the higher power, the only person who knows you better than you is who? Yourself, the devil, and God. You do good things, boom, empath side, God side. If you do the bad things, devil side. That's why they're both in your ear. Simple as that. Why do you feel guilty when you do wrong? Like, you think that's the devil? Like, no, this guy, like, we shouldn't have done that. It's all cool. The idea next time not to do this. If you keep doing this with the same individual, and then the next individual to be is called, it's fuck your excuses, SOS, stuck on stupid. 1 + 1 = 3 my answer. These are analogies. Why? Fuck your excuses. It's easy to blame everybody in the mother but yourself. Have some accountability, right? because it's called having excuses. Run from your problems, not deal with your problems. And that's when you do self-accountability. Then you do 1 + 1 = 2. Yeah, I did do that. And I'm sorry, I'm sorry I can't fix shit. The idea is not to do it again. If they keep doing it again with the same individual, which they shall, because it's already been done, it sucks to say that, but I didn't make the rules up. That's when you have like these life coaches, relationship coaches, and I tell them, I'm not trying to be rude to you, but I didn't make it, that's why I don't defy logic. I didn't make logic up, This all started with, Adam and Eve, Adam and Lilith, and take humans apart, higher power, God, and devil, aka Lucifer, called out God. Like, yo, I can do your job. Why do you think humans do the same thing? I can do your job. And that's the thing, you have to be cautious, and at the same time, like me, like, I could tell, like, I work in scenarios. I love the word scenario. At work-wise, I could be easy be IT guy. I'm a computer technician. I can fix computers, for the most part, like any computer for the most part. Do upgrades, and if they're being slow, I do my issue. That's why I work on the dock. Yo, any computer question, don't matter, like day shift or swing shift, when I roll up there, like, yo, Rito, what's up? Computer, I'll be up there doing my thing. And then I want you to be for IT guy, like, I'm a computer geek, most definitely the downfall. I have no credentials. I can show them, but it doesn't matter, because in this world, you need a piece of paper, your resume, to say, hey, I worked for Geek Squad, I worked for this companies. The downfall, that's being narrow-minded. If they're open-minded, like, yo, if you're working on computers, show me. That's being open-minded. That's not narrow-minded people, traditional ways, nope. That's what they go by paper, And that's why I tell my coworkers, yo, I either go after IT position, I go after management. I could do that easily. Anyone could do that easily. I go pushing windows, and Monkey could do that. Not when I say that, but anyone could push windows. That's just pushing windows. But now, if you want to get a higher level in any job, it's doing what? You have more responsibility, and that's the issue. Are you ready for that? It's easy, man, for the most part. But the thing is, in life, you have to work everything. What startup does, you got to work on yourself. If you're going through stress in life and stuff, it's hard to do any position in this world, as a job, at school, at family, at home, etc., because your head's overthinking. Your head's your best friend or your worst enemy. And that's a downfall. And that's why we struggle through life, hella, because we don't understand ourselves. We're trying to. The downfall of the church of last stems, like I was traditional hurt. We put everybody in the mother before us and put ourselves last. We give everybody in the mother advice, but we don't take our own advice, right? And we all fall on our face. And it sucks, but it's okay, because the idea eventually is to not do that. Eventually. But that's, once again, that is your choice, most definitely. And let me see. The lighting is not the best on my side, but it's all good. It's because of my glasses. But eventually, the idea is not to keep doing that. It's just, I tell you, everybody, day by day, baby steps. Don't be too hard on yourself. If no one taught you about amps and arcs, how humans function, how the world functions, then you're okay. We're all still in a general cycle. I know we're basically raised to fail, not knowing. And it's safe to say yes, but it's cool, because TikTok the best platform in the world. Eventually, I'll get TikTok on my phone, because I've been on Facebook, IG, YouTube, etc. Especially on Facebook, I was doing these lives, and matter of fact, right now I got hella followers on Facebook. I had a lot of people on IG, but I got hacked, which is cool. Which I'll do more. I gotta do TikToks about that. But I talk about this. I got people to buy me on Facebook, not because Facebook, IG, Twitter, Snap, they're traditional apps. Not everyone, a lot of people post their problems, etc. You give them positive advice. They don't want to take it. They stay in traditional ways. Like, yo, that's cool. Stay traditional ways, more definitely. But I'm just talking about with you. You don't have to listen to it. Yo, no one's going to listen to me. Call me crazy. I'll be crazy. I'm blessed. The idea is, if you're going your feelings, do you know why you're going your feelings? Do you know why you get cheated on? Do you want to get mistreated? But the thing is, you're asking yourself, why? Traditional last steps. What are you? Lovers, healers, overthinkers, and what? Fixers. What are you about? Love, time, death. 5 W's. Who, what, where, who, why? What's your favorite question in the world with the cherry on top? Why? Right? And what's your flaw? And that's why I love saying that to traditional last steps. Or if I just put amps, on my comments on TikTok, they be like, what do you mean there's a flaw to being an amp? That's a massive flaw. Because the majority of our choices are made from our feelings, heart, versus our mind, common sense. That's why they always clashing. That's why you're going to go with what? Your intuition, aka your gut feeling. And you always get done dirty by everybody in the mother, and even yourself, because you lie to yourself not knowing. But it's cool. It's day by day baby steps. And that's the thing, man. Just, you don't be too hard on yourself. And that's why the more people you're supporting, the faster you can heal and let go 1,000. I promise you that. That's how my action name. I let it go in 88 days. Actually, it's not here because my 10 amps, my light workers, all this anchor here, etc. Which I'm getting plenty more this year. It's the answer to life relation why I've suffered. For sure, everybody has ink, therapy, etc. They have their stories behind them, most definitely. But I'm not saying rude. There's no bragging resonance. Say this. I'm in the Matrix, 2020 amp, called the whole world out. And there's got to be more neos in the world. And, there's so many tongue and nationalities in the world. It's highly impossible. I'm the only one saying what I'm saying. Yes, you have the M Talk, you have Narc Talk here on TikTok, but I'm not being rude when I say this. Like, I don't sit, like, in the beginning when I started TikTok, I was doing the Narc Talk, most definitely, because I believe my ex was a narcissist. But she's not. She's like, I have 200 amps. Amps and narcs together, it's a true recipe to toxic relationship. Yes, 1,000. Now, 200 amps, 2 lost amps together, it's the same situation. It's true recipe to toxic relationship. Because traditional lost amps have what? They have narcissist traits not knowing. We can all do the same thing narcissists can. I can love bomb you, gaslight you, do that fake romantic love story, do the J-Dog entanglement, aka cheating, be verbally abusive, physically abusive, all narcissist traits. But guess what? We're not narcissists. We're just hurt amps. When I say traditional amp, that's your traditional ways. Before, we got the V card, Virgin card, and you're like, oh, whoever laid down with, that's the last person to be with, etc. And I'm gonna do the whole white picket fence, kids, etc. Traditional ways, and that's traditional, which is nothing wrong with tradition. But the downfall is, and I really want to say this: if you go by religion and traditional ways, you're gonna fall on your face. It sucks to say, but I'm sorry, you're gonna fall on your face. If you did not know, or if no one's taught you about the narcissists, how they function, I promise you will fall on your face. I didn't make the rules up, and that's why after your first relationship, you destroyed, then you're a hurt amp. And after that, you either stay with, a second relationship or go with 1,000 relationships. Body hopping, the whole phase, etc. Because why? You're trying to fill a void you can get from X. Typically a narcissist 1,000 or traditional less than narcissist traits. And that's why I say what I say to the fullest and trigger all the amps. Like, your max and narcissist, like, put more likes you, so yes, but I would have to talk to them. But remember, us traditional last stand, we have narcissist traits. I can do the same thing a narcissist can, every which way, if I choose to. Because I know what I am, right? And that's why when you go through the healing process, awaken, eventually become woke. In the Matrix, 2020 amp, as I say, because I died in 2020, then you can control your narc traits. My narc traits come out with my kids. That, honestly speaking, why as kids, teenagers, adults, I can mop you with petty words. I keep it 1,000 with you and tell you how it is. I will sit there and elaborate with you every which way. And I'm not being mean to you, because I'm doing on my side communication comprehension, and your side communication behind the screen. You can comprehend whenever you want to. Today, tomorrow, 20 years from now, that is your choice. And that's the type of people, I don't Bible up nobody. I don't beat up nobody with the Bible. Whatever I'm saying to you, call me crazy. It doesn't hurt my feelings. It's just petty words. And that's what I tell my coworker that day, like, yo, why do you think the world's broken? Why do you think the world's struggling? Why do you think war's going on? Why do you think anyone gets to fight? Because of simple, petty words. Why? Because of pride. Ego. Why? Because we have, we want to go to X's, past pain, toxic love, trauma, the cherry on top, childhood trauma 1,000. That's why petty words destroy you. That's why petty words bother you every which way, because they're petty, simple words. I love talking about it. Every which way. If you're proud of what you are, you blessed. Because you don't let your ego get in your way, which are not traits. Anything you do, that's an emphasis, spiritual lost stems. Anything positive, God's side. Anything negative, the devil's side. And it's that simple. And that's why, once again, like a lot of therapists, counselors, psychiatrists, life coaches, all that stuff, all those categories that are quote unquote positive, they don't like me too much because, like, oh, it's just black and white. I go, well, there's a gray part, because the black part, narcissist, the white part, empathist. The middle part is a traditional last stand with narcissist traits not knowing. And which is basically a lot of them, are hurt, most definitely around narcissist traits. All of us do. And the worst level of an empath is a dark empath, aka lost empath with an I card. The lost empath is like the black market mafioso, the gangbangers, hitmen, racist. Like, some people, okay, they're racist, but are the racist 1,000? Or the racist because of the way he was raised? Everyone has racism, most definitely, because of the way he was raised. But when we become teenagers, adults, especially leave your household into the world, your choice to stay racist or change your ways. Are black people, yellow, purple, white people bad? Are they the devil, etc.? You can go by the way you was raised, because remember, every We all have parents or whoever raised you. They raised you, and it's a generational cycle. Eventually, we have to break it, which is your choice. And from there, you'll see what's going on. That's why I love, I'm used to Washington, Mexico. 90% white, brown people here, right? 10% mixed. The West had the best at Seattle. Taste the rainbow. All nationalities, religions, and cultures. It's beautiful, man. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying. That's why I socialize the fullest, because of them. Because the West had the best at socialize. Everything, socialize and verbalize. Eastern Washington, not really. If I don't know you, I don't verbalize to you. I socialize on social media, and that's a bit if I choose to. And that's why, you don't worry about traditional ways. You don't worry about being the crowd. You are your own crowd. I tell you, I've always been. That's what I believe. I haven't ever cared to be part of the crowd. Be the cool kid. Rock the kicks, rock the gear, because that's what they're rolling with. Like, I don't care about that on myself. If you don't like me the way I am, there's a door. The door's always there for you. A lot of people get offended by that. Like, you don't care. Like, nah, it's your choice to vibe with me or not. Most definitely. But if you're not matching my energy, and we're chopping it up, I'll just keep it short with you, and that's it. And if you want to, I'll just tell I'll keep it humble with you. I can tell you that's why you have friends, true friends, true friends, locally or on my people's here on social media, TikTok, #1 platform. And I tell you, y'all in my pocket, right? Versus people locally where I'm from. Where I'm from, considered crazy once again. Do I worry about that? No, I don't. And that's the ish. Eventually you'll get it. Oh, what's up, T? How you doing? How's it going? Welcome to the live. I'm trying to do more lives on here. I'm only down. I'm trying to figure out how to mix. Maybe I go lower. I guess. There we go. Oh yeah, there we go. So, hello, what's up? I was just trying to learn how to use the live again on Facebook. Eventually, I'm gonna go once again Facebook, IG, Twitter, YouTube, and obviously right here on TikTok because they're on my phone. This is my camera, which I have to get more stuff on. Hey, you on TikTok too? Oh yeah. I'm actually TikTok live, so I always promote TikTok because that's the best platform in the world, and that's where I vibe with my peoples. But the idea now is to go on all platforms, so I can vibe with all my peoples on all platforms at once. So if they want to ask me questions, but I'm going live, cool. If they don't like what I'm saying, it doesn't matter. They can hop on if they choose to. But whoever wants to vibe a situation, they can most definitely, And that's why that's why I tell people, because a lot of people ask me, because I thought about writing a book a long time ago, which I started, honestly speaking, with one of my laptops a long time ago. But I stopped many years ago, actually. But now I tell people, I'm going to write a book no more. My book could be, hella small, maybe 20 pages. And from there, this is my digital book, I talk, vibe, etc. This is what we do. That's how we use the phone, correct, not incorrectly, and this is what I'm doing. So I love it on here. I was from TikTok because this is where you meet real people. Like I met on Facebook most definitely, but TikTok, we talk about life, relationship, separate, and Narcorp 1,000. So I tell you, on all platforms, if you're going through relationship issues, life issues, if you believe you're the only one going through it, I promise you go to TikTok, type in relationship, toxic, narc, watch the world die. Like you're dying, you're going through your feelings. You're not the only one, and that's the beauty about TikTok because that's the best platform. You can vibe and tell your stories. That's the only reason why I'm on it. Because, be funny stuff, etc. But I can say what I say. Can vibe with what I vibe with. Oh, what up, T? What's going on? Hey, how you doing? Welcome to the live. But whatchamacallit? Hey, found it. Oh, hey, what's up? Hey, no, if you ever want to jump on, you jump most definitely. That's why I'm just saying I believe we both have followers, so we should be good on that. And now they actually do the option where you do up to 3 guests, which is pretty awesome. And then everyone can see everyone's live, etc., which is awesome. And that's why I love TikTok also because I believe also on I saw on IG on the reels that you can actually do video responses. Which I'm gonna scope it out tomorrow. I'll try to test them out. But on TikTok, I can do a video response to anyone's platform, which is awesome. Because all the trolls, I don't want to be negative, instead of typing, I can do video response and add more TikToks, etc. That's why me like Pearson, I got my IG hacked, so I gotta start all over. Oh man, I gotta start all over, but it's cool. Tomorrow potentially I gotta do 2 IG TikToks because my account got hacked, and then one of my followers I met her on Facebook, TikTok, and I follow her on IG. She got hacked. I'm sorry, I take it back. She did not get hacked. I reported, but someone made a fake profile with her account. What is your IG? Wait, is your IG good? Okay, so my IG is my original one that says Rito the Lightworker 9938. That one, no, do not unfollow me on that one. Block him, etc. It got hacked. Yeah, the one earlier, that's me. Yeah, it's a Rito Lightworker. That's my new one, so I'm good there. But yeah, so I wish I would do TikToks about it because hackers are good, but ones are good, imps and narcs. So they're good, but it's cool because they hack people's accounts that have quite a bit. I was really I had like 2,500 followers on there, but the idea is that they take those accounts because since they have so many followers, they want to use the whole Bitcoin bullshit. Oh yeah, I did $1,000, I get 10,000. Don't do that. Don't fall for that bullshit. That Bitcoin bullshit is going to Facebook, IG, TikTok, etc. That is the modern day, what you call it? What's that shit called? The pyramid scheme. So, but now it's digital. So the thing is that you can give them the money. They potentially might give you money back, so you can get more money in the mix. And then when they take that money, peace. It's a fake account, I just had a heart attack a little about the money thing. Yeah, so. Oh yeah. Don't. I'm an older IG account, please. Yeah, just block it, etc. Report all the good stuff. And that's what I'm gonna take that tomorrow, and then tag the person that took my account on IG. And I won't even block him on mine. I'll be, yo, what's up? Yo, you took my account. To all my people, all my followers on that side, don't listen to the person. They're, empathy, not for sure, 1,000, church and last name, narcissist traits, and hustling. So they're using my account, and I don't talk about Bitcoins and all that stuff, so don't listen to them, Because I have, like, so many followers in there, they're like, yo, is that true? Like, nope. Negative, that's not I, so be cautious. And with the missus, I told her, Lorena, I told her the same thing, like, yo, I talked to her a little bit on TikTok, and that's it, and small talks that are imp snark, like good stuff, and then from there, wise, when I was following IG, which I better got my new account, someone made another IG account, and I hit her up, hey, what's up, Lorena, what's up, what's up, sister, what's up, queen, by chance, I screenshot this is you, because, like, the way, I haven't ever seen you talking about Bitcoin in general. You just, you don't make that many posts, but I met you on TikTok, and I don't think you're that type of person. She's like, oh no, definitely that's not I. If you can report it, oh, for sure, I'll report it. From there, what I'll do is screenshot it, which I did. I sent her the pic. I go, yo, I will do a TikTok about this, and put it on my IG, and then from there, where I just tell people, yo, it's one of my followers. This account right here is not her, so don't follow her at all, and don't fall for the whole Bitcoin BS. That's, once again, pyramid scheme. Don't do that. And I get, like I told hackers, I gave them the beast. I gave them the props. They're beast what to do, but it'll eventually catch up to them. Because I had a person on IG. They're like, and they play the role. You gotta give them the props. They play the role because traditional lifetimes were so gullible, man. And then, but God, we need help. This and that. Throw a sob story like dummies. You want had that money, give them, etc. And then when they take it, gotta go. And they hustled you. And they talked about God. They said they needed, the kids, big old soft story and shit. Like, one of them on IG, a new follower, no really profile pic, etc. Just a basic IG pic. They're like, DMing, etc. that they need help and all that. Oh, I can help you best. That was definitely how I guide you. And they're like, oh, well, I got, my account I'm trying to get into, and I actually responded with, I believe I took screenshots. I was like, oh, let me guess. You're going to send me a link, you want me to copy it, and then paste it to you right here in the DM, and then forward to you, right? And he's like, yeah, exactly. And I was like, yo, you ain't hustling, man. That's how I lost my last account. Yes, I know what you're trying to do. So do your soft story most definitely. You're going through it. Yo, watch my TikTok, watch my IG. So that's yeah. I give them the props to be see what to do. Most definitely, but hey, that's what we do. Social media, we just share it to the world. Like don't fall for this at all. But what you call it? But yeah. But anyways, like I said, today was a cool work. What is new IG? Oh, I believe you follow me. But I'll put it right here. See if I can put it in the comment. Oh yeah, I can put it right here. Cool. I'll put it right here. So that's my new one. The other one's like that, but with 9993 at the end. Don't if you're following me there, unfollow me on there. block that account, report the account if you choose to, because they're gonna hustle people. But whatchamacallit. But yeah, I tell you, like to everybody, you can always hit me up, most definitely, whenever you want. Oh, what's up, Janet? What's up? How you doing? Hermana, what's up, sis? How's it going? You want, yeah, right here. I'm on here and also at the Facebook, so I'm on both sides. But oh, thanks, you know, but gracias, thank you. But yeah, I tell you, it's like I've been talking to a lot of people this week, which I gotta do some, like, I did some screenshots. I asked them, hey, is it cool if I do like a TikTok about this, because like one of them sent me a DM saying like, hey, you know, like I've been watching you, etc., and the stuff you speak is pretty good, like pretty raw. I'm like, oh, thanks, you know, hey, you know, I'm just there, you're helping me. I go, no, this is the beautiful thing about social media, you know. You talking vibe, etc. I haven't been going to work. You think they're going to fire me? Oh well, yeah. If you're not calling in, yeah, most definitely that'd be a no call, no show. And if you know, if you're still going to do food, then just let them know. You know, that's all you gotta do. If you let them know, then you're good. If not, then you present get in trouble. Hey, yeah, Thug 2017. Welcome to live. How's it going? How's your night? How was the weekend? Oh, Ma, Janet. Hey, how was your weekend? Also, T. How was your weekend? Also, how's life? How's the squad? Oh, what's up, Primo? What's going on? Sorry, it's because so here's a little geek talk, etc. So when I go on TikTok live now, I turn on my VPN because just in case someone wants to report me, block me for anything, then the IT guys have to fight me, because basically with the VPN on, my IP address keeps getting moved around. So the last live I did, for lucky I got blessed, man. Like they were trying to stop the live, but they didn't. But it wasn't a connection. But it was about 5-hour live. Actually, I had to upload my YouTube channel. But that's why I learned my lesson after that. I was like, yo, that's the downfall. Remember, popular talk, live talk, doesn't make $1 for anybody here. Entertainment does. Sex, alcohol, drugs, you know, BS, females like showing their bodies off because sex sells 1,000. Smoking, drinking, talking about violence, all that, racialism, politics, that makes money. That's entertainment. That's controversy. Narcs love the dollar. Social life of narcs trace, love the dollar. Entertainment makes $1. Positive talk makes no dollars. So that's why after I was going, I was like, oh, you know what? I'm turning the VPN on, so I'm good so far. The idea is I'll stay on it for a minute. And she's still in the hospital. She still haven't opened her eyes. Whoa, what happened? Okay. Hey, Mom, Janet, who's in the hospital and she still has to open her eyes? Am I asking? Oh, thanks for liking, everybody. But yeah, like that's what I say. I love TikTok all day, every day. Oh snap! Hugs and pray for your moms. Hope she gets better. Pray she gets better. You know, day by day, baby steps. And I'm asking, like, what happened if it's called ask you there? I know it's a lot of stress. How's the rest of the family holding up? But yeah, I tell you, supposed to like I've been talking to hella heads this week, which is cool. I tell you, I do DMs. You can video chat with me, phone call. I talk to the world every which way, and it's about talking and vibing every which way, because that's what we do as Church of Lost Amps, 2020 Amps, etc. Support each other, and that's why, like I was telling one of my people on Facebook today, I was like, she's going through it, another breakup, etc. It was fast. I'm like, oh, it's cool, way, I got you, I'll guide you which way, and that's what we do. That's all we do in life, It don't matter how the idea not to fall on your face many times, I don't know when I got back to work, to be honest. Always you just found out type of thing. It was not. I'm sorry. Prayers and hugs for you and your family, your moms. It was definitely. Cause my mom is my first. Oh yeah, no, most definitely, moms. Use the family, etc. Yeah, gotta make sure they're good. So I'm sorry about that. It's a little tough. But once again, prayers and hugs was definitely on that note. Life is getting hard, not just the virus stuff, just everything. Oh yeah, virus. I'm gonna do a tip about that, but virus in general, why is that? The virus is first and foremost, is man-made. Second of all, that's the Narcissus 1000. Tertiary Amp, when Narcissus trace to help these scientists created that shit. And what's it called? Population control. And what? Scare the people. It's not America, it's the whole world. The whole world's in lockdown, the whole world's masking up. Which is cool, yeah, most definitely take care of you, but they're gonna have 1,000 strands to our last dying breath, and even after we're dead, there's mass for every type of shit. Why? Because once again, narcissists run the world. They have the money, pockets, greed, etc. Less, all that good shit. Scare the people, then what? They gotta listen to it. That's what they're trying to, like, force all that shit upon the whole world. Not just, it's pretty wild, man. But the zombie apocalypse, this is a zombie apocalypse. 1,000. And that's what me personally, like, honestly speaking, about race, religion, politics, COVID. Yo, I'm not even gonna say it, but I don't care about that. Like, I caught COVID, and it sucks, it feels like you're dying and stuff. But I got blessed, and I tell yo God, like, yo, I'm doing positive now, I'm doing good in life. Don't take my ass yet. Let me keep spreading the message. But as far as life, yeah, getting harder. Oh yeah, but consider my mom in the hospital. Oh yeah, no, it's pray she gets better, but just pray for the big man upstairs, and this is where it gets tricky a little bit. Death is obviously inevitable. You can't stop it. The Diaz to live the longest, best has, but that's why, as I last time, when you worry about death and all, what you call it, that's where it triggers more overthinking, because we can't stop it. We can't stop time. We can't stop love. We can't stop nothing. All we can do is try to adapt to the situation best as, and that's all we can do as individuals. Which I know sounds tough, and it sounds like tough, really shit. But it sounds tough, but to tell people just day by day, baby step, adapt to the situation best as, and try not to overthink the situation, because that will mess it up more. I promise you will. And that's it. Once again, back to square one. Our heads are best friend and worst enemy. And that's why overthinking beats us up so bad. That's why we wish we had like a light switch to shut up our thoughts, right? A lot of us say that because we just want to go to sleep. We're exhausted. They're dealing with everything in the mother, and then if you want to get a broken home with the partner, and obviously for sure, when I say that, but kids make it worse, not in a bad way, because it is not the kid's fault. The kid has to be here, right? But if you're going through your own shit, you're probably going through your shit, broken home, it's gonna make it tough. Then you have family, friends, that makes it tougher. Then you have work. So it's all like it's stacking. So I tell people that deals to eventually fall back on yourself. And don't add more food to your plate, man. You have enough food on your plate. Why do you want to add everybody else's stress to your shit? You can give them guidance, you can support them, but if it's too much stress, just tell me, I'm falling back, I'm good. I'll help you best that. But that's all I can do for you. Nothing more, nothing less. If you don't like it, there's the door, man. Call me mean, talk about me. As long as my name is in your mouth and it's not a competition, I'm winning. And I'm not being rude to you. And that's what people, that's people that don't worry about what people say about you. The world's always going to talk about you. Don't matter if you're doing good or if you're doing bad. It doesn't matter. They're always going to be talking about you. But the deal is not to worry about them. Don't worry about narcissistic energy vampires, petty ass words. It's just petty ass words. As long as you know, you blessed. They can say, me was like my past, like my ex or anybody talking about my past. Yeah, that was me. I did do that. Most definitely. That's what I'm doing, so accountability wise, right? And we're talking about most definitely. But the old me, the old me. The new me, you don't have like this. You don't have, you don't know the new me. Far from that. But I still talk to you about with you, most definitely. Because now I comprehend how the world functions. And the reason why the world is shit is because of amps and arcs. There's a war going on. We don't understand ourselves. That's why, like, I'm not really when I say this, but like scientists that have been studying the human brain for many, many moons, they would die that way. They won't ever learn an answer because why? No human can fix no human. A doctor can fix us physically, yes, but we can still have what? Nerve damage, physical pain, mental pain, the trauma, etc. So no drugs, no alcohol, no psychiatrist pills, no God can fix this. Our head, right? And that's the ish. Eventually to the idea is to eventually work on yourself, to understand yourself. Definitely otherwise everybody around you. If not, then you're gonna be there for a long time. I'm best at 39 years old, healing, awakening in the matrix. That's I have all this ink. And it's, at work wise they'd be like, like, what's all this mean? Especially my eyebrows. Every the narcissist, I'm like, oh, it was analogy. It's two small big words. I know what it is. It's like bad people, bad, wrong, devil, God, and they're like really like, yeah, we don't hear those words because we're not taught those words. Those two small big words is what screw the whole life up, not knowing. So I think I'm a little sick because my freaking throat is way too dry right now. But anyways, what you call it? Sorry. Be able to understand yourself. Last time my homie there, I was like, yo, she working on you. You know, relationships. I just like that turn attention to term like, yo, they come and go. People come and go. It is what it is. Yo, nah. There's more to it than that. The thing is that people don't want to sit down there and do communication comprehension with themselves to comprehend why the reason it failed, the reason why everything's going wrong in life, and that's the shit. Everything falls back on us. You cannot control yourself, right? You cannot control your partners or anyone's actions at all. Nobody's actions. You can guide them. That's it. You can forewarn them. Nothing more, nothing less. And that's it. As long as you're doing your part. Once again, communication comprehension. You blessed. You good. Their side communication for sure, because you're talking to them. But if they're not doing comprehension, then you're talking to a wall. That's all it is. You're talking to a wall. Why do you think partnerships, co-workers, relationships, we said all that good shit, family, friends, kids, you know, you're always clashing with kids. Like, I have 8 kids, them my blood, them my stuff's on 8, which I'm gonna call it, you know, the different ages, so I can talk to them every which way. But like, I tell my kids, yo, I'm not even new to you, but yo, you guys not have no excuses in life for the most part. If you're like, my 4-year-old or higher, like, you have this phone. All the answers to life are right there. You're on YouTube, right? Type in YouTube. And that's it. So it might not kind of harsh, but it's hard to say. But use technology correctly. Use the phone correctly, not incorrectly, you know? And that's the idea, to do that if you want to. But remember, it is your choice. It is your choice every which way. I tell all my coworkers, because whatchamacallit, they ask me, you know, about my ink all the time. And I'm like, yo, just a story to all it is. I was crazy, especially with all my hashtags. What's all this? I go, these are hashtags. What do you mean? I was like, yo, go, like, I told you, like, this one, you know, I go, it's a My Unique 1000, right? Then I was like, social media familia. I go like on IG, Facebook, TikTok, and even Twitter. Type in hashtag, put hashtag, you know, My Unique 1000, and they're like, damn, that's all you? There's, you know, maybe somebody else uses it too, but majority of the TikToks are mine. The majority of the videos are mine, because that's my unique hashtag. Obviously, I have like narcissist, machista. That's traditional hashtags. And the idea is, I tell people, do your own hashtags. That's how you become unique in the social media world. And that's how you share your message. No matter if it's a TikTok, it be a video, audio, etc., pictures, whatever it is. No matter each. So you put your hashtag, because then that TikTok, that video becomes on each of the hashtags. It shows you share to the world. And that's why I'm a geek, I'm a techie, I love social media, and easy to work on, easy to work with in general. But yeah, but I tell you, anyway, I'll probably another 20-30 minutes, and that's it, because I get up early in the morning, try to work out, and then get the day going. But tomorrow we'll get some computers, gotta pay doctor stuff, which is I love working on anyways, and then working my own stuff at home. But and then I do a couple of one-on-ones tomorrow. So once again, I tell you, yo, you know, don't ever feel alone. DM me, we can call, text, all good stuff. And I just sit there and vibe with you, elaborate with you. The best people to talk in this world are nobodies. Why? Nobodies don't know you. I don't know you. You don't know. You don't know you don't know my history. I don't know your history. All we're talking about is today, the current events. If you're going through a problem in life, be your life, relationship, or you suffered, redemption arc, work, you know, people bothering you, yo, we're just talking about it, and that's it, nothing more, nothing less. And that's the idea. And but once again, that's your choice. I tell you, you're gonna talk to me. A lot of my followers, they'll watch my lives, they'll see my TikTok, but they'll DM me, like, they'll be like, hey, you know, I can't comment on your TikToks. Because I go, no, it's cool. It's because you're still heating the way in the process, all good stuff. You don't know if someone can, if you make a comment, it might trigger somebody potentially, or they just want to be a troll, whatever, and just come at you, and you try to heal, understand yourself, and then you're going to run away. Which a lot of traditional stems and narcissists obviously run away from the problems, they run away from the issues. And the idea eventually is to not do that. Eventually the idea is to sit there instead of running, deal with the problem, deal with the situation, and try to do communication. I mentioned on your side why it's happening. You can only speak on your behalf. You cannot speak on nobody else's behalf. You cannot fix nobody but yourself. No drugs, no alcohol, no pill, no psychiatrist. Not even God can fix you. They, you know, like God, like I am, etc. We can do what? Heal, guide, support, uplift, for one, show you mad love. But we can't fix you. I can't. The only thing we can fix is man-made things. That's it. I'm a computer technician. I can fix, for the most part, as long as it boots up, I can still replace the motherboard, CPU, PC, etc. I can fix it. It's God, basically. See? cars, etc. Anything YouTube, everything you break, someone can do for you, fix for you, etc. Right? But I can't fix your emotions. Only you can. That's your head, not my head. But I can do with you communication, comprehension, to comprehend what you're going through. Because sometimes you need guidance, right? And then from there, you're like, oh, that's what that is. And me personally, when I do one-on-ones, especially do it often, texting, do rhetoric, etc. I'm always testing you. I'm asking questions, like, if like I asked, one of my followers, that she had a situation where, she got disrespected, and she popped off, but actually hit somebody, right? And I go, but do you know what that's called? She said, what do you mean? Do you know what you just did, what it's called, and do you know why you did what you did? And she's like, well, because it disrespected me. I go, no, I comprehend that part, but do you know why? That's deeper than that, most definitely. And then she's like, no, I go, first and foremost, that's called reactive abuse, because they disrespected you, and they're, got out of the females, and they're 30, etc., and they're calling you by names. That's why it triggered you. But the reason why it triggered you because trauma from your exes, past pain, toxic love, trauma, and childhood trauma 1,000. And that's why when you did what you did, that was all that in your mansion. In your mansion, the rapper NF, that song, an analogy, the doors are painted closed. I say my way, that the doors are painted wide open. That's how you were thinking. That's how you have PTSD, anxiety, depression, paranoia, mental health, suicide thoughts, etc. because of which triggers everything else, which is the bacterial type of overthinking, right? And that's the reason why you did what you did, because your past pain. You haven't let go of that. You haven't learned how to do communication comprehension on your part, and what you do day by day, baby steps. That is a different situation. If you keep doing this, because you're not healing, and you're gonna keep getting physical with everybody that's around you or by your side, because the triggers. But eventually that is to learn that, to comprehend that, so you don't do that, quote unquote. But that's why I tell people, study people, keep 1,000. I tell you, learn eventually to judge people in 0 to 3 minutes. I'm talking to people, all I see is square circle, Amsterdam arcs, good and bad, that's it. Like the Matrix, Neo, coding, all I see is coding. The way I tell you become woke, you understand the Matrix. That's why Agent Smith was nothing, his squad was nothing anymore. Because he can read him, he can comprehend him. And that's why Agent Smith didn't like that. That's why I love which eventually I'll have Neo and Agent Smith on my forearms this year. Which we'll call it that's why Neo became woke, he understands everybody, and that's why he became the one. Everyone as amps, spiritual as amps, you can all become woke, become 2020 amps and be Neos. And Trinities, etc., females, etc. You can all be that, but it all starts with you. The more people you support him, I promise is he can heal, let go, every which way, way faster than trying to do by yourself. You can try to do by yourself. Try that. Brisbane Monarchs 1,000 took 5.5 years, and this is my brother, to finally let it go 1,000. That's a long time. I can't get time back. We cannot get time back, and that's why life becomes frustrating, because as we get older, what have I done in life? What do I have on my side? I'm doing co-parenting. Why relationship going to shit? Why can't I figure life out? But it's okay. I tell you, don't be too hard on yourself, man. If no one's taught you about life, relationship, separate amps and arcs, then you're stuck in another cycle. And once again, totally cool. That's why we're on TikTok. We're talking about it. That's why the whole nerd talk is like booming. Like, I'm not being when I say this, but if you want to make it big on TikTok, do nerd talk. Do all your TikToks that everyone, basically every word that comes out your mouth and TikToks or on your TikToks is nerd talk. The narcissist. Which is traditional ways, right? Which nothing wrong with nerd talk, but like I tell people, like I was, nerd talk is good, but the devil do not see a narcissist. Narcissists are beasts at what to do, but they're all robotic. They're all broken. They cannot be fixed. They can potentially change their ways, but they are their own karma to the last dying breath. Why? Because they won't ever learn to tell themselves 1,000 with mind, body, heart, soul, love 1,000. Traditional last stamps, we have narcissist traits also. We do the exact same thing narcissists can. So that's why people that say nerd talk, like me, and I'm not being rude. I potentially will do a TikTok about it, and I would probably get hella hate from all the amp fam that does nerd talk. Because I'd be like, yo, that says am I narcissist. I'm feeling bad, narcissist. The sun, I mean, the stars and the moon are misaligned, the narcissist. They yell at me, the narcissist. Like, no, they potentially have marked traits, yes, but they're not a narcissist, Hey, Angel, baby, how you doing? Welcome to Life. How's it going? And that's why another one that's going to trigger a lot of people when I do my TikTok. Eventually, I'm gonna do TikTok itself, or I will do a stitch to one of the females. She's like hella young. She's like 22, I believe, and she's got hella followers and hella, likes, etc. Right? But with that said, I might be able to say this: if you're open-minded, yo, we vibing. If you're not-minded, I'll get you in your feelings. King Christian, hey, how's it going? Welcome to Life. How you doing? Let me follow you back. Boom. And once again, I'm just talking environment. Like, no one's to listen to what I'm saying. You can call me crazy, it hurt my feelings. I tell people, I'm not a victim, I'm a survivor, I'm not a warrior, I'm just telling a story. And with the narcissist, that's why I call all the world out. MC Narcs. I comprehend both of us. I was traditional, I was hurt, and that's my career that I created. Lost it, once again, which is a dark empath. That's your gangbangers, mafiosos, hitmen, racists, etc. Are they really a narcissist, or are they traditional last name narcissist traits? How are you? Oh, I'm doing good, blessed, thank you. How you doing? How was your weekend? How's your health? How's the family doing? And welcome to the live. Me personally, like tell you, like I don't, when I go live, like I'm not being able to say this. I do it for myself for sure. As I be others, free therapy most definitely. And don't worry about viewers, likes, followers. I'm not being able to say that. If you have viewers, awesome, it's cool, you vibing, but don't stress about that. A lot of people worry about social media to be like make it big, all the good shit. Don't worry about that. Say what you're saying, do what you're doing, and that's it. Remember, true happiness, true, authentic love, aka unconditional love and support starts with you. No one knows you better than you, devil, and God. That's it. So keep supporting yourself, and then it doesn't sound bad when I say it, but eventually you get it. So the idea is, I say all amps and narcs, so all traditional lifestyle and narcissists are broken and codependent of each other. That's why they always clashing. That's why two narcs together, that won't work out. Traditional stamps, a narcissist, that's not gonna work out because we don't narc destroyers because they're beasts of what they do because they're so gullible. We get sold the biggest dreams, they always fall on their face. And then two herd amps together, the same shit. That's where you have to read and observe people. Now you're gonna fall on your face and get used and abused again and be like, damn, why did I miss red flags? Why, Blessed, I love that. Beyond blessed, bro, and my family is fantastic. Oh, I'll say no. Yeah, I say that blessed. I say blessed now. I've been saying that for like 2 years now because, like, when you die in life, like, think about it. Life's hard. Actually, it's not hard. It's pathetic, easy to train top. The reason why it became hard is because relationships. Let's keep it 1,000. The reason why is because relationships. Each has an tertiary life stamp. Eventually you become a 20 amp when you woke in the matrix. You'll comprehend that because each body you lay down with destroys you. So you destroy yourself, you destroy your self-love. And that's why if you want to lose yourself every which way, like I did, do the whole phase, do body hopping. That's where you hurt yourself every which way. You're such an amazing guy. I'm enjoying this. Thank you. No, I'm thanking myself now. I'm blessed. It took me 39 years of my life to take the mask smiles off and be myself authentically wise. That's why eventually I'm thinking about getting that ink wise. It was like me eventually, like this year I'm getting quite a bit of ink. So the stuff I talk about, like at the mansion, right? The rapper NF. So I took his analogy. He talks about doors of pain, whatever. I forget the specific words, but he has the doors of pain closed in his head, his mansion, because your head's your best friend and your worst enemy. So I say, I flip it. I say all the doors of pain are wide open. So when you go in your mansion, go in the entrance. I'm not you. I don't know how old you are. I don't know your history. I'll talk about you most definitely, but everyone that hurt you, you evaluate your exes, past pain, toxic love, trauma, the cherry on top, child trauma 1,000. All the doors of pain wide open. By the way, you're handsome to just be honest. Oh, thank you. I'm just me. I'm nothing special. I'm not able to say this, but I keep it 1,000, right? Females that like give man more love and support than males 1,000 all day, every day. Not really when I say that. You know what I mean? Which is cool.
Mm-hmm.
Which is totally great. Take it to man definitely wise. That's what I'm doing. Take that, I'm not saying you do it in general, but females, if you want to make it fast, easy on here, do a narc talk or show your body off. It's amazing how you have these females that like fight TikTok, even one TikTok. a million likes, a million followers, right? And they're gonna pay, and then when they go live, they don't say nothing. They show a lot, but they say nothing, and they're getting paid. I'm
Mhm.
like, make your money, man. Most definitely, yo. It's just social media, most
Mhm.
definitely. It's pretty amazing to me. I'm just like, hey, but hey,
They got roughly. That's my last battle. No, when I opened my TikTok just now, I had like 180 people in my life,
damn,
and
shoot,
that's just me opening it. But they not talkative, so you know what I'm saying. It's like
right? See, no, but see, now, once again, like I'm not really want to say this at all to any female. Female jumps on live, yo, gay straight coming at you. They're gonna jump on, say what's up, etc. If you want to keep it humble or pass boundaries, which they shall, that's their choice. But as far as males negative, you gotta do a lot to get a lot. I'm gonna hop on your Facebook. Oh, yes, I'm on here for sure. I'm here. I'm on both actually. So with that said, I'm on live on TikTok, but also on this side, I'm on Facebook. Eventually I'll get down when I go live on TikTok because I'm
but
on.
I balance.
Yeah.
Like I balance myself because like
Mhm.
I work and
Right.
I
Right.
get paid.
Right.
So I'd be like, some like if I go into your life, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like the vibe and you nice to me and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like you, when I go to your live, I show you love, right?
So like, yeah, it was definitely
Master
so.
love.
Yeah.
So it's like if I go to your live and you show me love, I'm gonna show you back love. But
Almost.
my
Yeah.
love to you is like giving you gifts.
Correct.
That's why I always go to your live. I give you massive gifts because that's my love to you, like
Yeah.
gifts.
It's definitely.
So I have a group that I go to when they on.
Yeah.
You one of them, and I show
Absolutely.
them I would love with a lot of loves and stuff like that
Yes.
because y'all do it to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Most definitely.
So I do it back
Right. Right. Nice
because at
try.
the end of the day, we all trying to make it.
Right.
We all trying to make a side hustle.
No, which is totally cool. That's the cool thing about social media. Like, if you hit it, most definitely, because then you're getting gifted. Also, you make your money. My girl says I got mad
Like
people. She's almost at 8K. I'm like, dang. Which is cool. Which is cool.
who your wife?
Yeah, she's got almost 8K.
80K
Eight, no, eight. She's at 8,000. Almost 8,000.
or 8,000?
Yeah, because once you basically have 10K, then that's when you become a creator, etc. All the good stuff. That's when you actually
Where
start getting. Mhm.
she left out of here. She's mad.
No, no, no. She's not mad. She's on my Facebook Live. No, no, she's not mad.
Why she left out of here?
Mommy, Jan wants to know why you jumped off TikTok Live.
Don't say I want to know. Say why. Say you want to know. Why
Oh,
you trying
yeah.
to get me in trouble?
Nah, you ain't gonna get in trouble, man. It's a simple question. But like me personally, I don't know how long you've been
Say
on TikTok. I've been on TikTok for like what October, November, December, 16 months, so a year and 4 months. How long you
oh
been on TikTok?
I don't even remember. How can I find out?
That's a good question. I have to Google. I have to Google that. Potentially in the profile might show you when you started. Potentially, the only reason why I know why I started because my first TikTok. So I don't know if you saw my TikTok, but my IG got hacked. So me personally, individual, like I'm a geek, I'm a techie, right? So I save all my TikToks. So it's on my SSD. So I have to do a lot of work on my new IG account, and I have to re-upload every single one of them, which is a lot of work. But it's cool because the cool thing about it, like I tell people, I was into my, breakup, etc., all the good stuff. So I get to rewatch myself when I was going through it. And I was doing like the narc talk because I believe my ex was a narc. And then, oh, there's my girl. She's right there. Am I just showing love on both your platforms? Oh yeah, no, yeah, for sure, mommy. Thank you, thank you. I'll go back. You're good. It's just like
What?
once again, when I go on Facebook Live, like I have hella followers on Facebook, but like this,
Yeah.
like what I speak about, is Chinese, and that's why I'm on TikTok. TikTok, I got more love, more respect, etc. When we talking and vibing. IG, Facebook, Twitter and YouTube. I don't like. I got followers, but not, I don't get the support. Which
Hey,
is once again,
Michael.
it's not like that.
Amber. Hey, Amber.
But
I hope you don't mind, Amber, that I
you good.
battle your man.
You good, you good.
But
And I made
anyways,
him do some nasty there.
yeah, man, I'm good with that stuff.
Oh, just show me love on all platforms.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You're so cute.
Bless. Thank you.
You are so cute, Amber. Amber, did I told you, Amber, what happened to me at work? Did you tell Amber, Mister?
That's the last time.
You didn't tell. You didn't tell Amber.
No, I haven't thought about
Wait,
that.
you didn't. Oh my God, why you didn't tell Amber? You spoke to Amber.
Well, I can
Amber,
tell it. Go ahead. Go for it.
basically, I don't know where to start at, but I'm gonna start somebody. Yes. So he got fired. Oh, thank you for the heart, but we're not battling no more. But thank you. Amber, my boss got fired because somebody else, employee, um, saw him harassing me, and they took it to HR, and they fired him. I didn't report him. That's the thing. Somebody else reported the issue,
Yeah.
and oh, thank you for the keys. But we're not battling no more. I didn't report him. Somebody else reported him. They reported him, and when HR confirmed it with me, like, or have you been sexual harassed and all that, I was saying no. The only reason why I was saying no is because I didn't want to get my name out there. So I don't know if I could talk more into this because I don't know. I want TikTok to like bananas.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like computer talk, right? If you want less of a chance to get banned while you're on your live, because people get in the feelings,
Thank you,
put
Kathy.
put a VPN on your put a VPN on your phone. It's a free app. Which I'll text you the link. And what do you have? You have iPhone or you have Android? What do you have?
Oh, I don't say. So, HR called me talking about, oh, have you been harassed lately and everything. I told HR no because I was under the influence of if I say something, he will lower down my position as manager. So I didn't want him to lower down my position as manager. So I let him do with whatever you want to do with me, which is hug me, things I can't say. Um, so that's a part of it. They fired him, but that's a part of it. The other part is that I told him that there's bullying my job. Is a group of them that bullying me, and they took care of one part of the situation, and they didn't take care, and it's like they're not paying attention to like the bullying part because I feel like they feel like it's not important enough to pay attention to it. So that's just how I feel. I
Yeah,
don't feel comfortable going in the workplace, um,
you be talking.
being in that workplace.
Yeah,
But I did call a lawyer, and I'm gonna see. I didn't take no action and everything. I just want to see what my lawyer that I had called has to say about this situation.
oh yeah, that's really rough, but
That's bullying and gaslighting, girl. Please don't ever do that again.
I am definitely in which way. And then
What
his
she
part,
like? What she means?
bullying and gaslighting.
Yeah.
So gaslighting is like when people say dreams or they use things against you, etc. You know, like, and what he was doing, like hugging us, hugging and being like, more than extra, being extra. That's called love bombing because they're buying their way in, etc. They're making you feel good. But the downfall is, as just your last stems, we don't want to get people in trouble. We give them the benefit of the doubt. The downfall we find our faces every single time, and that's why females typically get more emphasis. Males are more narcissists for the most part, right? all in all, because race, religion, culture, etc. That's why females are more gullible than males. They'll not really what I say. They'll give more themselves versus male does. A male could be there for a second and keep pushing, or longer. But the downfall, they could be there a long time, but they have like sneaking links in their phone all day, every day, right? And that's the issue. That the adventure is to learn how to read people. If you don't, then like many of us fall on our face many times. We're our standards right here, and it says their standards are lower, and they're more broken or healed. You're more healed and less broken than they
So
are.
you think because I ain't doing anything and I waited 3 months and
Mm.
they fire him, that let's say I can't do anything.
No, you can still no, you can still go after your lawyers. They'll go after them as long as they have enough evidence on your side, which is here to tell you what you do every which way.
I mean,
They can
I
still go after
didn't
them.
report him.
It doesn't
It
matter.
was another
Right,
and
the other female did, yeah. She started the ball's rolling. You're involved, and it could escalate more. Even though he's not there, it should have happened when he was there, but it's okay because they can still go after him after. And the thing is now, which is once again, it was his premeditated choice to do what he did with you, her, and whomever before you, and that's the issue, and that's why you have to be very cautious at work. So that's and because you got, for example, a relationship at home, right? But a lot of people have relationships at work. A lot of people with higher power, management, assistant managers, TM, army, etc., have power, so they can do the whole gaslighting, love bombing, all that bullshit. And then that's especially if you're just in the work world, you're just the bottom of the food chains, and a regular employee, and they'll use the power like, I'll move you up here. If you do this for me, etc., you buy with me, etc., I got you. So females can do it, yes, but many males do that because generous is like a BS, and that's why as a female you got to be very cautious. Be observant. If not, then you'll get so many dreams, and you will do a lot of things you shouldn't have done. But you did it because you want, feel sorry for them, don't want to be mean to them, etc. Hurt their feelings, all that great jazz, and that's the traditional hurt lost them traditional ways, and that's why they give. Not only when I say this, like I was traditional, I was hurt. I say you play like a dummy, you play like a fiddle every single time, and you fall on your face. And the idea is eventually to figure out why you keep falling on your face, And you're young, you're young, and I thought like all young cats like the idea to eventually to figure yourself out as an individual. So then like Amps and Arcs had to have on my about my brows. Sell your dreams, man. Narcissist thousand the beasts able to do, yes. They'll gaslight you, all that good shit. Yes, they're beasts, but the downfall of the robotic, they can't be fixed. They can maybe change if they choose to. But the curveball, us, terrestrial last seven narcissist traits. I could do the same thing. Like me, I got my girl, right? So I got my girl. I talk to many females in the world, all over the apps, all my apps, right? If I choose
mm-hmm,
to, I can pass bandwidth with every single female if I choose to, because they're emotionally down. We're talking about life, relation, right? We're vibing. I make it feel good,
mm-hmm,
and if I want to, I can pass boundaries and do what he did. Your boss, etc. Right? And this is just over a
mm-hmm,
phone, not even physically. But since Church Last Dance, we're emotional creatures at the time being, we'll take anything positive. Then when the pitch is up, down, up, we vibe and we feel good, right? So
right,
the downfall is you can say it's emotional creatures at the time being. We'll take anything positive. Then when the pitch is up, down, up, we vibe and we feel good, right? So
right.
the downfall is you can say yourself a dream. But with that said, that's why it's up to us as the people that are more healed than the other amps. When you got we can sense people, right? And from
Mm-hmm,
there, if you sense that they're digging and liking you, you give them a heads up. Say, I'm talking about with you, right? Like, let's say, I got my girl, but let's say I didn't have a partner. But with that said, I'm not being
mm-hmm,
rude to you. Like, I told me before my girl, I was like, I'm not being rude to you. Like, you can leave me like me, but don't do that to yourself. Like, why? I like the way you are. Like, correct. The downfall is I'm not being rude to this and not a competition. I'm 1,000. You're 200. I'm not being rude to you. You have money, status, fame. That's cool. The only downfall is you can't be on my side. I might be rude to you, but and I'd be like, why not? Because you're down. I'm up. I have my standards. I'll talk to you, vibe with you, be cool with you, but I'm not gonna be by you. So I already tried that. Too long to relationships, then I have two relationships. It doesn't work out. Not really okay because the person that is more healed and less broken can always progress faster, etc. Move on, right? And conversations, conflictions, we get over it really fast. Like these words, just words. But you want to talk about the past? Let's talk about the past. But Tommy, you and God can fix the past. I would say the same answer. Sorry, can't fix nothing. So you want to keep talking about it, and that's the issue. That's why hurt people hurt people. On the long term, hurt people. The idea eventually is to figure that out. And why am I broke? That's a trigger warning. That's all the M's. Also, that's them. Ask yourself, how broken am I? How healed am I? After you figure that answer to yourself, and stop blaming yourself. Keep it 1,000 with you. Stop running from you. You know. After that, if you have a partner, how broken are they? How healed are they? And if you don't have a partner, anyone that comes at you, like males, we have females coming at us, right? We're gay, straight, whatever. Females, you guys have physically more to offer, and you're emotional creatures, so everyone can love on you, especially on social media. When you go live, like I tell you, especially TikTok, we all put ourselves out to the world. Even though I might grow, females can hit me up if they choose to. They can pass boundaries every which way to test me, how loyal I am, trustworthy, etc. Right? So with that said, you gotta be very cautious, and that's why it's called. That's why I tell people keep it 1,000. How do relations really start? So with lust, then love, not narcissists. They can't love. They like. Then it falls to toxic love, verbally abusive, physically abusive. We're just clashing every way. Then it falls to what I don't love you. I have love for you. Then you cheat, I cheat, you break up, I break up, or we'll leave it on good terms, quote unquote, break it off officially, which is very, very, very rare. Honestly speaking, wise, any dudes break it off on good terms, it was still toxic, and people aren't hearing it. They're not hearing that. Like that's not true. If it was not toxic, why you break up? Well, she moved on, he moved on, going to school, college. Oh, you got excuses. So, cause of long distance wise, now you guys separating wise, then you believe you're gonna last. Well, I can't trust myself that I'll say hello to my girl, she's over there, and vice versa. Then you should have been in a relationship. Why'd you waste each other time? The idea is to not stop wasting time, because you cannot get time back. You can't get love. You can't get feelings back, can you? You can have memories. You can sit on that, but that's a downfall. It's just attempts. You sit in the past. If you sit in the past and marinate on it, you're gonna be in your feelings for a very, very long time. Very, very long time. Then what? Do you want to be like my age, 39 years of my life, like wearing the mask of smiles, like crying my own time, shedding my own time, shedding my tears my own time? Then what? I'm blessed at 39 years
Thank
old.
you.
I'm blessed at 39 years old to,
I feel like I'm in a situation I don't know what to do.
well, that's your situation in the boss. I would just do what the other female doing. Do what she's doing every which way.
Like, I want to put in my 2 weeks, but everybody's telling me don't put in my 2 weeks.
Nah,
Because
don't
if
do
you put in
that.
your 2 weeks, then you cannot fight the case.
Oh yeah, very,
You
very
gotta
true.
wait.
To
You
a
gotta
certain
wait
extent,
to
to a certain
see.
extent, on that note, if you talk to your lawyer, right, if I put my 2 weeks in, because what it's doing is being emotional. It's I forget the proper wording, but it's basically being like emotionally traumatizing, because you're in the middle. Like I don't want to talk about him, but just for the said all the good stuff, you're already in the mix. So that's you can use that. Get to ask the lawyer, can I use like this is emotional trauma for me, etc. I'm in therapy, all that good stuff, and they're more likely will do it because you're the basically not really the standard employee. He was higher power,
And
etc.
then look at what I found in my phone
You
case
see
that he put.
right? Correct, mommy. What's that? It says
He put this in my phone case.
what today or the last time?
No, the last time he was there, and I just now found this in my phone case. How can I march it?
And then Jaden Magro says, tell her to be happy that he's gone and let the case work on itself in the meantime because it's gonna be a process. Very true, man. For sure on that note. The ball's rolling. Don't stop.
Hi, Wesley.
Hmm?
Let the case work on itself.
Yeah, like the ball's rolling. You know what I mean? If you choose to do your 2 weeks, but before you do that, I was at the lawyer like and tell like he or she didn't ask you like why you want to put your 2 weeks, and just say like honestly, the emotion is a lot for me. And from there, they'd be like, well, that's emotional abuse, that's trauma, etc. You think you need therapy? I'm more likely you will, because that's remember everyone in this world that be verbally or physically that hurt you, that's trauma. In your head, you're matching that door of pain. They own that door of pain. So you can forgive, not forget, or hate, don't dislike, don't hold a grudge against them. Just don't do it to you. And then close the door to the individual, and then you can move on. So that you don't have no bitterness, hatred for that individual. If not,
I haven't even sleep at all. Like, I haven't been sleeping at all thinking
overthink it.
about
Yeah, overthink it.
this whole situation.
Correct. It's overthinking. So with that said, you got overthinking going on, right? Yeah, as I deal with, if you go to your other job, your family, life, etc. And now you got this. That's why the idea eventually is to figure out life. And you have enough food in your plate, right? The analogy they use, but don't add more food to your plate. If coworkers go through stuff or family friends go through stuff, like you can help them, guide them every which way. But if it's too much pressure, then be like, hey, I'm sorry, I can't do so much for you, and that's it. I have my own stuff in my life, and I'm being rude to you, but I need to work on me, about my situation. If they don't care about you, they vibe with you, they comprehend that. You still, hey, I'll check on you, but just you go through a lot. I can only do so much because I'm working on me. So please, be understandable. And that's their choice to do because you're doing what? Communication comprehension on your side because you're verbalizing the best situation. Their side do communication because obviously they're hearing you, but it's their choice to comprehend where it's coming from. If they start becoming bitter and talk about you, then
I
that's
didn't want to get I didn't want to get the store manager in trouble though. I just
but
wanted the other managers to get in trouble because they bullying me.
we'll see that
But everybody like in my family is telling me that he got part two because he was supposed to parental it from the start.
that's why it's called what? He made a premeditated choice with you and that other female. Premeditated choice. You didn't tell him, you both didn't say, yo, what's up with you? Nah, nothing like that. You just employees, right? So that was his decision. He can have excuses, SOS, stuck and stupid, 1+1=3 wrong answers. It's easy to have excuses blaming every other mother but yourself. Because you telling the truth, to having self accountability is wrong, right? That's why people start lying, the ball of lies.
Oh, Amber, it's not him that's stopping me with making me for my money because he is gone out of the office. It's just other employees and managers that's in the building.
Right.
I wouldn't say they stopping me from making my money, but it's hard to work with them when they don't listen to me and they don't want to work with me.
See, but Janet, with that said, talk to HR. Talk to the M and the arm. Go higher than whoever you're talking. Go higher than them. Shut up. The situation is happening. I'm involved. Yes. So I'm trying to go to work, do my part. Yes. The downfall is my coworkers. They listen to me. The other bosses are beefing me because of the situation. I didn't cause this. Like I'm in the mix, emotions there, etc. But he made his. Just say, yo, he made his premeditated choice, and now I'm getting
No, but they're not.
crucified.
They're not bullying. They're not picking on me because of he left his. They picking on me because they been didn't like me from the start.
Well, they didn't like you because of the situation, because how you do favoritism with you. So they're
Yeah.
they're gonna start talking like, oh, yeah, she's doing more than she's supposed to get those positions or whatever the situation is, because he's using his power, which is manipulation wise, to do that. But then when that happens and people observe, the world talks, the gossip begins. And what did I tell you before? Like,
Mm-hmm.
if these so-called the downfall of this world, people socialize and versus verbalizing, right? The thought drama, that's an A/B conversation. A/B between partners, coworkers, family, friends. Whatever the situation is, it's
Mm-hmm.
A and B. Instead of what they do C to Z, they gossip. Made that shit go from a snowball effect. You know what I mean? Instead of going to you, yo, ma, Janet, are you messing with them? Simple question, and you can say yes or no. That's your choice, right? You can lie or tell the truth, right? Your choice. But they didn't, so they just gossiped, and that's why.
Amber said, let that job go and let that peace become the past.
Yeah, very well said.
Let that place become the past.
Not very so. It's a toxic environment because obviously you already have not on your side, but confliction with other coworkers, right? So that's why I say if I was you, talk to your lawyers, just tell them everything you just said. Like I'm dealing with him,
Mm-hmm.
yes, but now I'm dealing with my coworkers. Even before him, well, during him was
But it's like I couldn't run. It's like in the time I couldn't run to my manager because if I run to him, what happened? It would have been a manipulation. And then if I went to my coworker, the other manager, they didn't want to hear from me. So was stuck in the middle, like
but
in the
why
corner, like
the reason why why about this? Why do you think they don't want to hear you? How about that?
because I was growing fast in the company.
Well, that for sure you can say, but what it is if especially if it's another male, if they support that manager that did that to you, another female, etc., they gonna listen to you first and foremost. Second of all, you're a female. Females just they're very emotional. They're overreacting. instead of actually doing what communication comprehension, talking to vibing, right, to figure out the situation. And that's the situation in this whole world. The toxicity is at home, school, work, in the streets. You know what I mean? Go to Starbucks, look at these. I gotta see him or
My
her.
thing is,
Mm-hmm.
my thing is, the store manager is fire, right? Cool, right? But
Yeah.
I want the second highest manager to be fired too, cause she's making my life a little, I would say a little living hell,
Yeah.
on the simple fact I can't slap her
Oh
out.
yeah, and what's that called? It's called triggering you, which calls from trauma, which is called reactive abuse. The day you pop up and hit her, it's because she's broken the bear. Keep messing with you, egging you, etc. Right? And you popped up. The downfall, you get to catch a case, and it's just negativity towards you, and that's why it's called reactive abuse. Be it verbally or physically. Obviously, physically is worse, but I can't say it worse. Physically is worse cosmetically wise, but what worse is mentally. These words demolish people every which way. Words go a long way, you know. My girl says this is just like any life situation. Oh yeah, no, that's why every which way, coworkers, partners, kids. It's dealing with humans in general, every which way. You know, you gotta understand who's an amp, who's an arc. But everyone, I'm not going to say this, but it's gonna trigger a lot of people on here and all my life, etc. Everyone's broken. Alteration lost stamps, like I was broken. The idea is to become at least go through healing, awaken. At least those two, then you comprehend. Okay, him, her, an arc. I understand them. Cool, let them be. All the churches lost stamps. Like they're broken. Like I'm not 800. They're 400. Like I could talk to them, but if they want to pass boundaries, be like, yo, I'm sorry, but I can't be with you. Why? Because you're not on my standard, you're not on my level. I'm gonna be rude to you. I'll still talk back with you. I'll hold you and guide you, but I can't be by my side. I cannot keep picking you up. How long does it take to be 800? 1 year, 2 years, 10 years, and I can't get time back. I can't get love back. I can't get emotions back. So that's the downfall of children on stems. Lovers,
The only
healers,
thing about
mm-hmm.
the only thing about the job that I'm in is literally up the block from my house.
I know you tell me that's a positive to throw on the block. The downfall is it's a toxic environment. It's toxic at the beginning, right? So now
Hmm.
idea is your choice: either stay there for the money for sure, and the convenience is around the block, or you talk to lawyers, see what you can do with the situation as far as emotional stress wise, and then take the loss and to put you 2 weeks in and get a job that's farther away. But let's say that job is farther away. Let's say it even pays less, and it's like I don't know, half an hour away. It's a scenario, right? But it's a good environment. Well worth it because at least you come, you can stress at home, the streets, but at least you come to work, you talking about with people, be blessed, The idea is to have,
Hmm.
the idea is to have your home, your job, if you work, etc., and your environment, your little home, your world, blessed, good. That's your happy home. That's the reason why people go through stress in life, but people snap, etc., because they got to deal with shitty work, shitty coworkers, shitty family, shitty partners. They're just like it's just shit everywhere, and they feel alone, like they have nowhere to go to, you know. And that's why a lot of us wear the mask smiles, and we shed our tears on our own time, on our breaks, on lunch breaks, or, before we go home. Like we avoid home because we don't want to deal with the partners, when kids are involved, it sucks and it hurts, but they don't know what's going on. Damn. That's why, pardon me. That's why, like, I tell people, like, I tell my kids, yo, don't be like your father. You have 50 kids. Like, take your time, understand, comprehend people. If not, you can be by your mom, by your father. Then what? Add it to the crew.
That's why it's good to.
Hmm.
That's why it's good to when you start a job to no socialize with nobody, and do there and go there just for your job, and then that's it.
Well, I hear what you're saying. Yes, like in the beginning of the healing or awakening process, I totally get that because you're just like, I'm gonna work, keep to myself, and that's it. I don't want drama. I got my own shit.
Hmm.
I just want to go in and out. That's it. Which is totally
Hmm.
cool. When you come to I'm gonna get shit that says that. Oh my, that says what, baby? But the idea eventually when you go through the awakening process, now you comprehend people and you just like me. I tell people like you be your partners, kids, coworkers, right? Or people in general.
And I'm gonna get fired anyways. I'm gonna get let go anyways because I don't have the COVID shot, and they were recommending me to have it.
Oh yeah, that's a new. The only thing we call it first and foremost, like, I'll give it 1,000. It's created by narcissists. 1,000 there's a lot of narcissist traits. The scientists created it's man-made. And why did they do it? Not just America, the whole world. Why did they do it? Population control and what? Scare the people, control the people. But to our last dying breath, my age, your age, and my kids, etc., and their kids after, they would have a zillion strands. Grab a dictionary. I should not. Grab a dictionary. Always need strands. Why? I want to keep juicing whatever's in that damn vaccine. You know what I mean? So don't worry about that. Just the only downfall, yes, they're enforcing it worldwide because they want everyone to be whatever juiced up. Apparently, maybe in the vaccines it's like they say, the ones that are really paranoid. Oh, maybe there's a GPS tracking device. Well, that's the easiest way to control people because they can't run and hide because I can follow you where you're going. You know, technology. So it's a lot behind it, but yeah, as far as that, yeah, if that's the idea and you do want to take it, then yeah. But that once again, talk to your lawyer, all the good stuff, and they'll advise you better ways because that's how you beat anybody in the monarch in the world legally. You know, this is your female. I don't know if I say it, but when your female kids get a favorite more divorce versus male males, yeah, like a slaughter. Either way, it is a slaughter. So yeah, but it's funny you're talking about
I
it.
just don't want. I don't want the they to think that they won.
Right. So you have two things against you. You stay there. There's nothing wrong with that. And deal with your emotions. And that's on you. Like, I can support you. I also want to support you. But when you get off this phone, sometimes like that, you gotta work. Now you gotta deal with the whole toxicity, whoever against you, whoever dislikes you, the gossip, right? And then the whole thing with COVID, if you don't take the shot, it's not gonna work. Yeah.
And then I spoke to my DM and about the situation. Before I spoke to the HR, I
Yes.
spoke to DM, and he told me that, oh, fortunately, you're gonna have to work with people that you don't like.
Well, that's the honest truth of the whole world. Well, here's a kicker. What I would do, like, when I tell all my coworkers, like, all my jobs, I haven't that many jobs in life, but yeah, anyone that I tell you, I can vibe with you, right? You don't like me. But with
Have you
that same
been live all
mentality,
day?
but
No,
if I
I
don't
just
vibe with,
hopped on.
if I don't vibe with you, what you gonna call it? I tell them, just keep it out with them. Just keep it over with you and I know you don't like me. You say don't, everyone gossips here. So with that, I know you don't like me. So with that, so with you and I, keep it about at work. You say hi, what's up, how's the family, cool. Keep it at that. Don't have a personal life. Don't try to talk to me. Don't
You
want
see me a lot.
you know.
No, I just been on here. I got on. I was in other people's lives, showing love and support in other people's lives, and then I just decided to do my own life. But that's good if you see me on more often, because then that means that I'm at is a time that I have going on.
Yeah. I know that's why I said I got another match. Round with the round five.
But this time you don't have to do and this time you don't have to
Yeah.
do anything though.
Yeah, okay, like my stomach's still recovering.
This, yeah, this time you don't have to do anything. This time it's not for you to do anything.
I was gonna put up one session. Change it up. We
Like
get
I work today at 1.
ready.
Well, technically I could take off a day because I did tell them that my mom is in a hospital.
Right. You need more time.
So, huh?
Say if you need more time, then get more time. Whatever. How you feel emotional.
Yeah, because I do keep them posted.
Yeah.
So it's not like I'm just staying home and they don't know anything about me.
Yeah. No call, no
I'm
show.
letting them know, like, look, this is what happened. This is what's going on.
Yeah.
So, and then I spoke to the DM, and I had told the DM that my mom, she's in a hospital, etc., etc. and he was like, "Oh, hopefully your mom gets better. I pray for." He said, "Whatever you need, just let me know."
Right.
So
Oh, sleep on it definitely. See if we're going to take a day or to go to work.
huh?
I was
Huh?
oh, sorry. Me.
Yeah, I can't hear you.
Oh, sorry. It's not getting closer. Yeah. But I was saying, sleep on it, and then from there, if you need more time, definitely, no matter what, you have to eventually deal with your coworkers and stuff. But I tell you, if I was you, talk to your lawyer about the whole situation. Like everything you just said, everything. Yes, the boss one with the ex-manager, etc. But with that said, with my coworkers, management, whomever's in the mix that's negative, been since the beginning, right? Talk about all of them. Because obviously they'll be like, well, they'll even tell you that's like a whole toxic environment. Like, yeah, it's really healthy for you to stay there. And they'll tell you advise you which way. And with that said, you can, again, a lot of people do that's the more, that's cause more trauma, etc. You need therapy. You do all that, which the, like the side, your side, etc. The recovery has to pay for all your therapy, etc. No matter how long it takes, for the most part. So, yeah.
Hopefully, I'm making the right decision.
Oh, no, you definitely are. It's up to you doing a positive effort. Don't lie to yourself. I mean, that's the downfall of church of last stand. We feel sorry for people while we get in trouble, but the downfall is the proof's in the pudding, right? That's a benefit west for you and the other female. And then that's, once again, back to square one. It was his premeditated choice. There's no excuses in the world. It was
Hi,
all,
Stony.
it was all him. And then once again, he did it to y'all. He's been doing this. Imagine how long he's been there, you know? So let's say there's 10 years. He could have been doing that, let's say 2 times a year. So that's what, 40 heads. And
No, because I think if they would have been doing it to somebody else, I think he would have been in that situation.
if potentially, but here's the kicker: if it was to happen like that, then this would happen. They would have told you, oh, he's been doing that. Oh, he even got in trouble multiple times, right? So they just finding that someone, she spoke up first and you're second. So finding someone spoke up and actually doing things about it. Previously, I died with anything about it because once again, feelings, don't get in trouble, all that good stuff, gaslighting, all that toxicity behind the situation. That's it, very aggressive people. Snap. Nap time.
You getting tired?
Hell yeah, like, I'll bug it out. I'll do like maybe 17 minutes more than that. I have to get up 6 in the morning, so for about 3 hours, 3.5 hours from now, roughly. So I can work out for an
Oh,
hour.
thank you.
Look at that.
Thank you.
That second jumped in. 6 times in a row.
Let's see you so that way you could get some sleep.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Like I said, so I was good about what you know, so I'm definitely keep doing good.
Definitely.
Everything.
What up, guys? But yeah, I'll be a little bit longer. Then I gotta get off. The idea was to go on for an hour. The idea was, but it was a cool little session. So yeah. But once again, tomorrow probably do a lot of TikToks because what you call it. I tell people, see time love. Oh yeah, no, I'll probably get off in 5 minutes for sure. Call it good. But that type of, I'm here for the whole squad. Amsterdam Narcs. Sounds crazy when I say that, but that's why I gotta do a shout out to use love first. That's what I love. Like the cool thing about social media, use technology. You record yourself. You upload your life. I tell everybody if you don't think that lives a lot, upload it to the YouTube channel. So the girls have school in the morning. Oh yeah, I'll be up in a minute. So because you study yourself. I had that session with use love first. His name's Kyle from Texas. That was a badass session. I love that. I love doing dual lives. I love, especially with talking to Vibe, especially if the other amp, just your last step or 2020 amp, the Matrix is vibing. It's all about having a debate, but it's open minded. It's not a war, etc. We're just sharing notes, comparing knowledge and wisdom, etc. And that was I love watching that because like he call me like check me on certain things that we just say, and it made me think a lot more, especially when you need to watch yourself because when you're doing it, you're just doing it, off the top of the thing, right? And then when you sit there and rewatch yourself, rewatch a session. That's why I love TikTok. That's why I love technology, etc. You can study yourself. You know what I mean, like before, like you were talking about Narc, like you say, like use love first, right? And he'd be like, I was social love and vibe with the Narcs, And I would say like, yo, that's your choice most definitely, but like I won't like I might be a little bit this kind of pointless, useless. Narcs are broke the last dying breath. Don't worry about him. That's the devil's disciple. He's like, oh, you can say most definitely that's just your opinion, that's your choice, but I just believe love will fix the whole world. I go, if it was a good, positive world, a careable world, I totally get that. That on downfall. Narcs can't be changed, But after I was saying then, I forget what that life was, and that's why, as Church of Lost Stamps, eventually go to healing, awakening, world process, we're picking up the matrix. We're trying to comprehend ourselves, our partners, kids, everyone around us, to see who's good or bad, yin yang, the positive, negative, etc. So that's why now what I say is like I vibe with both sides. I can do communication comprehension. I comprehend both sides. That's why I created my category, tradition, or Lost Stems, 2020 M's. Neo in the Matrix. There has to be other Neos in the world. It's highly, highly impossible. I'm the only one saying what I'm saying to the T. And no matter what tongue you speak, all the nationalities, there's got to be more of us. They're just probably going to search the ways where they stay quiet because they don't want to get found. And the narcissists are like, yo, narcissists do whatever they want. They and for the most part, which I will do to talk eventually about this. For the most part, narcissists will get their hands dirty. If they want you out of the business, that situation, and which they shall, they usually get for the most part a covert narc, or typically for the most part, a last name or narcissist traits. That will take you out. Your own people, your own partners. Why do you have flicks where siblings take each other out? Because they were paid by another boss, but the boss more like is a narc, right? But they got bought out because of the money. They do it for the money, the greed. So anything positive you do, and with this, God side, anything negative you do, narc side, devil side. That's why we have free will, etc. That's why we fight each other. When we do bad and then we get guilt tripped by our conscience, instead of that's God talking to us, yo, why'd you do that? You shouldn't have done that. And if you keep doing that, it's a habit. When you stop doing that, you see? Like what the Kardashians did to the manager. Yes, basically. But definitely. That's why, she was murdered apparently. Yeah. So that's, once again, the money. Once you have money and power, you can use it positive wise. The downfall of narcs in the world, no matter what color it is, what part of this world, and they can buy whomever, do whatever, etc. They can manipulate amps to do what they're doing, etc. And then if an amp picks up and rises, open their mouth, they can see what the fish is. Why? Because you have money and power. Your power, your mouthpiece goes a long way because you're known. I mean, when I speak to the fullest, I'm on the social media world. I'm negative 1,000. You know what I mean? Like I'm nothing. Look on TikTok. People not really want to say it, but they do entertainment, sex, drugs, alcohol, whatever they're doing. Funny stuff, etc. All that good stuff. They're getting zillions of likes, millions, etc. Hella followers. They're doing what? Entertainment. Entertainment makes $1 in this world. Positive talk, MNR talk, life relationship with sufferers, that does not make $1 at all. That's why if you start too much positivity, especially when you go live, they'll try to block you. Which in the beginning, I started doing TikTok. It was hard to believe until I did it to myself, and I proved the point. Like, oh, look at it's exactly what it is. That's why I keep getting mad. That's why I can't go live, because they're watching me, they're monitoring me. Why is an narc, etc. Church of Life and Narcissist Traits. They don't like what I'm saying because I'm trying to wake up people. Get to think about to help them control the overthinking and realize that they are an individual. And that's why they started blocking me in the very beginning. That's why from now on, I'm going to start, when I go live, I do turn the VPN on. So they need to find me to finally block my live. They don't have natural powers. I highly doubt. I highly thought. Is that the money must would fall? Oh yeah, for sure. Natural power, money for sure. On that note, for sure. That's why the paper is what has the power to most, not themselves. Oh yeah, for sure. The dollar buys the world. That's why people get bought out all the time, because they agree traditional stamps. The dollar buys them because they're codependent of the dollar. Like, yes, we want to be famous. Yes, we want to make it in this world. But like, tell people, yo, now that I know what I know, just as long as you get a job, a roof over your head, and the idea is to have a happy home and stable. Even if you're working with these for the rest of your life, as long as you love your job, you vibe with your people, you have a good, happy home, and you bless the home, a good partner on both sides, kids are good. If you have kids, not just you too, you blessed. If you get more money in a situation, awesome. If you don't, you're maintaining, got a roof over your head, you got a good partner, you blessed. Don't worry about being a zillionaire and all these people that promote all this, crypto bullshit, and you gotta strive for better. Don't worry about that. Strive for better, keep stressing yourself. The more money you make, the more money you take. The more money you make, problems, all good shit. Like, you gotta be, like, I talk to many people, they have, 6 figures and higher, etc. But they're still broken. I talk to many people in Seattle, like, you got money status, you're good, you're set financially, that's awesome, but that dollar can buy you band-aids of happiness, yes. Band-aids of not love, but toxic love, yes. But it can't fix you, can't fix your life or nothing, right? It could just maintain you a lot better than a lot of us and make you more stable, most definitely. But here's the kicker I tell all church last time, which I would get my rib cage. I believe that I stabbed Jesus, and I'm guessing the left side, but don't quote me. But the riddle for all M's and narcs, all traditional last M's for narcissists, traits not knowing, and narcissists. Who's the problem? The person in the mirror, the person looking in the mirror. I answered that at 39 years old. And all traditional last M's and narcissists that are broken and codependent of each other, you die with that riddle. You see, you cannot look at the mirror. You cannot look at yourself. If you don't believe me, yo, you should be able to do it. If you can do a TikTok and look at, and not even a TikTok in general, use this phone to talk to yourself. Watch yourself, right? Talk about whatever you want to talk, life, relationships, what I'm going through. And then study yourself. That's the beautiful thing about technology. Use the phone correctly, not incorrectly. Incorrectly, lust and bullshit. Looking for that Jedi talking about sneaky link bullshit. Lust is everywhere. It's a temporary feeling in the world. It's not going to give you longevity to the individual. Temporary feeling. And you don't know them. You just smash each other, do your thing, and that's it. I love you, blah, 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 blah. It's emotions. And then, well, I don't know you. Oh, we have nothing in common. Oh, shit. Yeah, but because y'all are lusting. Now you're trying to love each other, but you don't even know how to because you don't even know each other. Enjoy that toxic relationship. Don't miss none of that stuff, And that's why, you study yourself. Talk to yourself. TikTok the best platform in the world to talk about life, relationship, whatever. MNarcWare. It's your free therapy. Because why? Amps, what are we? Lovers, healers, overthinkers, and fixers, right? As far as social lost amps. And what do? We heal, we guide, support, uplift, for one, show mad love to you, but I can't fix you, and vice versa, you can't fix I. But this is where our support's at. Facebook ain't doing this, IG ain't doing this, Snap ain't doing this, Twitter ain't doing this. You have people that show you love, yes, but they all say the traditional things, called the breakup, stressing, while, people are toxic, etc. Like, y'all talk about traditional ways, right? Traditional things was definitely traditional situations, but have you done communication, comprehension with yourself, why that's happening? Why the world's broken? Why you're broken? Why they're broken? No. Because you get traditional answers. Not jump on TikTok. Your mind be blown. You will learn a lot of shit about life, relationship, suffered in one day. Crash course type of shit. And that's the beauty of TikTok. 1,000. That's why I promote the shit all day, every day, every which way. Because this is M's or even narcs. Yo, just where you tell your story. I tell you, I'm not a victim, I'm not a survivor, I'm not a warrior. Yes, a lot of us in the beginning have victim mentalities because we shouldn't have done dirty. We did wrong, they did wrong. They folded on me, they gave up on me. Or I gave up on them, I cheated on them. Why did you do it? Anyone that cheats is broken every which way. When you fool your partner, you're broken because you're running from your problems. But yes, but with that said, it had to happen. And breakup, cheating, and sucks was definitely, but it's a blessing in disguise. Eventually, you will do communication, comprehension with yourself, and understand that to the fullest. Like, oh, that's why I've cheated. That's why they cheated. That's why it lasts long. That's why it lasted too long. Because traditional ways, because of culture, because of religion, because of kids. You're like, oh, okay, I get that now. Most definitely. Now the idea is to do what with it? Keep it for yourself. I made my choice in May 3rd, 2020 when I died. That's what I mean. Ex's name, let it go to 8 days, and then when we started, when we ended, and then like I let it go to 8 days, 100% because my 10 amps, my light workers, 14, 17 days. Later, I let it go 1,000. That's why I said 1,000. Keep it 100. I don't go by traditional broken ways. I'm my own culture. I am my own self, and that's it. I'm on, like it's all that traditional stamps. We're all gods. We're all God's disciples. We're all Jesus, etc. Jesus kids. We vibing like they vibing. That's why it's just, that if you go by religion, just try to live positive best as. Any narc trait that comes out of you doing negative, you cheating, mistreating, verbally, physically abusive, talking shit, gaslighting, all that negative bullshit. Dark side, devil side coming out of you. That's why a lot of MTalk creators, Narc creators, life coaches, couple coaches, therapists, counselors, psychiatrists don't like me too much. They don't like the way I speak. They're like, oh, it's just that simple. Like, I'm just trying to simplify your best as for you as every which way. I'll tell you, Imps and Narcs, the great part, the middle part is 1 foot in, 1 foot out. It's your lost and past. Black market, church lost. Gang banging mafiosos, hitmen, racists, etc. They're in the middle. They don't know what they are. They fight themselves the hardest every which way because they have, poor childhood, parents, no parents, orphan, etc. They have so much behind the situation, right? But the deal is eventually work on yourself. But that's on you when you're ready to. Or if you want to, because like a lot of us did for many years of our lives, wear the mask of smiles, right? Rock that shit for whatever age you are. I rocked it for 30 years of my life. And then fall to what? Potentially fall to drugs, alcohol. Go to a psychiatrist, counselor, therapist, and ask for pills to numb you up because you have anxiety, you have depression, you have PTSD. Do you know why you have that? Have you ever talked to yourself? Have you ever told anybody else about that? Or you just want to do what? Like a lot of amps and narcs do. Tertiary lost amps, narcissist traits, and narcissists do. They run from their problems all their life. So they take what? Drugs, alcohol, potentially become, addicts to both of them. Or they rely on the pills that the psychiatrist therapist gives them. Remember, no drugs, no alcohol, no psychiatrist, counselor, therapist, no pills, not even God can fix you. The only person that can fix you in the world is who? You. That's it. Devil's by your side, God by your side, and you're by your side. And then from there, tertiary life stamps support you by your side if they choose to be. You have to observe people. They can support you, but they still talk shit about you. Their amp most definitely, but that's more like a hurt amp or a lost amp. Where narcissists straight coming out. Like, yo, he or she they're still talking about their exes. This time I got over them. You can say that, but do you know that? Think is not knowing. You can think that, but do you know that? Lesson in life, think is not knowing. But that's what I want to find out is to talk to them. Like, yo, like me, they tell me, me, my ex, she hasn't told me anything recently, but like last year. Like, how long has it been? I said, like, whatever, 17 months then. You're still talking about the situation? I was like, yeah, I'm just telling a story. I would say this to my last dying breath. I go, do you believe you're the only one with this toxic relationship, cheating, mistreating, all that shit? No. Oh, what's up? This took you start 96. What's a lie? How you doing, hermano? How you doing, brother? How's life? How's health? How's everything? How was your weekend? Hey, Sean Lawrence. Welcome to the live. What's up? How's it going? How's your weekend? But like, it's all, we're not the only ones that went through this situation. The cheating, no, it's cool. It's cool. Like, by the time I get my collarbone pretty soon, like 2 weeks from now, actually. I think like about 3 weeks, if that. I told her, like, when you get over your ex is 1,000, not 100, 400, 1,000. You be face to face, nose to nose, ear to ear, and tell them this with no emotions, no remorse, no negative thoughts, no bitterness, no hatred to that individual, of your ex-wives. And then after that, whomever hurt you, etc. I love you for leaving me, I love you for hurting me, I love you for mistreating me. What? It's an oxymoron. Like she told me, you're crazy. I go, it's an oxymoron. I had to die. This had to happen to get to this point. That's why I love myself more. Thank you. What? But yes, it was wrong. It's cool. I totally comprehend the situation. Now I'm blessed. Now I just share my knowledge and that's it. Share my notes from my 10 apps that help me situation to the healing process, awakening process, and work process. share knowledge and wisdom, and that's it. Not once again, not a victim, not a survivor, not a warrior. Just 23 amp Nino Matrix, just telling a story, and that's it. Call me crazy, I'll be crazy, but I'm blessed. I wake up with 1,000, I see with 1,000, with no worries in the world. That Diaz, along the wake up with ground tomorrow, another day to go to work, then go to the gym, back with the amps going through it, and see my kiddos, my girl. The routine. I'm blessed. I love it. Very simple, chill, easy. I don't worry about anything else. Travel, that'd be awesome. Do other things, that'd be awesome. Cool. Make more money, yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah, but I don't worry about it. I stay stable in this world, in this matrix, till my last dying breath. That's it. And I keep doing this till my last dying breath. So that's the beauty of technology. I tell people, I tell my amps to work with, on all platforms that are going through it. I might not ever meet you face to face, but this phone is close enough. Behind it, we're talking, video, audio, messages, verbal, video text, etc. Yo, we talking and vibing. It's close enough. Suffice. We're not zillionaires where we can we have the money and time to travel the world. If I had that type of money, yeah, hell yeah, obviously every single one of you. It's good chill. I love teriyaki. Teriyaki is good bullshit. And talking about with you. You be seeing me on social media traveling all over the world because I can afford to travel the world. I can afford to go visit you for a week or two, visit, travel up with you and make sure you're good and stable. And that'll be the whole world, no matter what tongue you speak. If I need translators, I'll get translators, and so on and so on. But I don't have the power nor do I have the money for that. So this phone is suffice. TikTok suffice. Social media technology suffice. That's why I tell everybody, use the phone correctly, not incorrectly. You want to do your sneak link, tag your partner, then why you in a relationship with them? You cannot stay dedicated to them while you're with them. Just for the pleasure, obviously for sure, the opposite 1,000 is called codependency. You can say that's not true, then if it's not true, then why can't you let them go? Why can't you just be single? If your idea is just to lessen shit, which is male, female choice, to do that most definitely, then do that. Why don't you do that? Keep it 1,000. Like, I'm broken. Like, they're my favorite bits. I'm broken. I read the rules down. Like me, don't love me. Love from you, fall for me. You hurt yourself which way? I love my ex. She's garbage, etc. I can't get over her. Yes, I know that. Yes, you're a better individual than her. 1,000, but the downfall is I have love. I would say this now. I have love for her. I can't. I love her. It's a better reality now that I know. I have love for her. I don't love her. It's not love. It's called toxic love. Toxic love hurts. Pain hurts. Not love. Love's beautiful, soothing, healing, blessed. It's Care Bear type of shit. Very, very good. Toxic love destroys you. That's what trauma bonds you. All that negative BS. Absolutely. Yeah. I guess I was. So that's what I tell people. Just vibe and tell a story. And with that said, you don't worry about recognition. Like me, I have quite a bit of my people like DM me on TikTok. They be like, yo, or you make comments on my TikTok, like, yo, you deserve more credit for what you're saying. I go, well, I'm trying to slow down my speaking. Most definitely, I speak fast, but I try to slow down. But I go, even take that away. They say I spoke slower, or etc. Right? It wouldn't matter why. I go, first and foremost, I'm a male. Males don't support males for the most part. We don't get a lot of recognitions. Females support females 1,000. Females physically have more to offer, and they get more support every which way versus male. We gotta strive harder to get anything out there as far as on social media. But I don't worry about that. I tell you, which I believe I was watching a TikTok from Russ, the music artist. I don't know what category, rap, pop. I don't know. Just go by music category. They asked him about that, why, do you worry about, academies and awards? And he's like, honestly, I don't. Like, why? Why do you, I love the way he said it, because this is I love TikTok, I love social media, because you see all type of good, positive, negative in the mix, right? And he's like, should I worry about people, courting me, people, give me awards? Like, why do I have to worry about being in the roster? Like, why don't I just make my own awards? Do me. I don't need none of this. I just need myself. I'll get my own awards. I'll do my own compliments. Why do I have to worry about, academies and Oscars? Why? And he's like, I think he made comments something like, look at all these music industry people giving all these, nobodies, these bozos, all this money and favor. So that's cool, but we all know it's garbage, but it's cool. Hey, they're making the money. But you see, everybody else behind is waiting for, they're looking like I do better music, I have better lyrics, I'm actually doing positive stuff. they're saying bitches, drugs, alcohol, the traditional bullshit, and they're making money. It's like, why? It's exactly, well, why do I worry about that shit? I don't worry about that. That's why I'm independent. It's all me. And I was like, hell yeah, well, fucking worse. That's like me. Like, when they tell me about, like, yo, you deserve American egg, yo, it's cool, it's cool. I'll be when I see this, like, I'm, the message, whoa. I only need myself. I'm dependent on myself only now. True happiness comes with myself. True, what's the word? True happiness for myself 1,000. So unconditional love for myself 1,000. Support for myself 1,000. I want my kids, co-parenting, my girl, and the squad. You guys around me, but it's your choice to be around me. Your choice. I'm not gonna force it upon you. Like, you gotta be here. No. You move shit down, you're going through it, you gotta be here. Like, no, I'll hold your hand, guide you. I'll hold you every which way, but you can let go whenever you want. And if you decide to fall on your face, that's cool. I'll always be here for you. I won't give up on you. I'll be like, yo, I know how it feels. You're gonna fall on your face many times. You don't understand. It's cool. You say that, I understand you, but you don't have to believe that. I don't know, even Adams, That's why I tell people, all church of last step, narcissist, you're broken and codependent for now, as far as I would say both sides now. As far as amps and narcs, narcs can eventually potentially change their ways if they choose to be fixed. 1,000, I would say no, because that's the devil's disciples. I didn't make the rules up, but I still talked about with them. I've said it many times now. Especially last times, you can change yourself. You can fix yourself when you're ready to. Same situation as a narc. Your choice. If not, keep body hopping, keep destroying, keep blaming everybody mother for your excuses in life, for your mess ups, instead of telling the truth. Being self-accountable, take the blame. Like, yo, I did do that. Remember, nothing's wrong with talking about your past at all. Like, if you gangbang, slang, killed 20,000 people, you did hell wrong. Like, yeah, that's my past. You are right. The old me, the old me. The new me, you don't know the new me. If you want to know the new me, we can talk about it. If you choose to, but if you start bitterness, hatred, torment about my past, which I didn't know what I was then you can continue with that. But with that said, I'm not being rude to you. It's not a competition. But as long as my name is in your mouth, I'm winning. Not a competition. And as long as my name is in your mouth once again, and you have bitterness, hatred toward me, and you verbalize about me or mentally wise in your head, in your mansion, that door of pain, I own it. Eat my popcorn, watch Kalana Beauty, smile on your face, is living there rent free. And that's your. And here's the kicker. I moved on. I left. I went to Pluto. I'm in space, but since you haven't, what? You have to forgive, not forget. Trigger warning when I say that. You don't hate, don't dislike, don't hold the grudge. You just don't like the way they did it to you, right? And now you close, in your head you're matching the door of pain. Now you kick me out of that room, close the door of pain, and the itch, you don't have the itch to open the door of pain of me. Let's say it's scenario of me. Because you already know the outcome. Because every time you open that door of pain that I own, then you're going to fall on your face every single time, go through your emotions again. So that they once again, forgive, not forget. But when I say you have to, it's trigger warning because that's what young cats, I don't have to forgive. Like, you don't have to forgive them, but by not doing that, which is your choice most definitely, then your head, you're matching that door. They in the popcorn, Cloudy Beauty, watch that flick for all the amp snarks, and living the rent free. For how long are you going to allow that one or 1,000 individuals in your head, your mansion, live the rent free? That's the question. You, not I. I know the answer to that. And that's why I'm talking with you. Why would you not elaborate with you every which way? So eventually you get it. And then you get your life back. You comprehend why you went through every negative bullshit in life. That's the blessing. That's the beauty. That's why I say I love Max for leaving me. Very blessed. Her and I doing better co-parenting. Kid are doing best as, and that's all we can do in life. But once again, if my ex, doesn't want to do co-parenting, she wants to have the kids, my scenario, my girl wants to leave. I tell you, but yo, there's a door. I don't hold you in my life at all. Instead of door, come and go as you please. I was talking about with you. Like, we don't have to talk for 5 years. But if we're talking about it, we left on a good term, we still, I shoot you hella good. So for the most part, airport art, I just continue on my day. That's all it is. I trip. I don't fall no more. I adapt to my situation. That's all I do. The idea eventually is Church of Last Stamps. You do the same thing. Throw narcs in the mix. You trip. You don't fall. You adapt to the situation. Right now, being broken and hurt, etc. You trip. You do fall. But the idea is not to fall off, stay down for so long. Eventually, is to get back up and like, okay, let me start over. Why did this fail? But I'm about to get off, like, for sure, 4 minutes, kids. I'm way past my bedtime. I get talking about, if I got paid for talking, I'll be a zillionaire. I promise you that. That's why I keep saying what I'm saying. That's why I do a podcast. All my lives on there. So then people say, oh, I miss your live to my YouTube channel. And I also have my podcast, so you know, digging me driving, etc. So it's, I'm using social media every which way. Correctly, best as. To share the words, to spread the words, to share my knowledge with them, etc. And then to call everybody out. All them some narcs, call you every which way, tell you you're broken. You know, you're codependent. Trigger warning from there. If I got your attention, I did my job. That's why I pretty soon the TikToks of amps and narcissists that blocked me, especially amps. Touch the last time on narcissist traits and they're in the feelings and they don't like what I'm saying because I just keep blending 1,000 and just tell how it is. Not really why you don't have to call me, you don't have to buy me saying crazy stupid. I'm internet totally cool. That is your choice to say that, most definitely. But I'm just being myself authentically wise. You know, the idea is to wake you up, you know, get your attention. So you study yourself, like, man, is he really talking about that? Is he being honest about the situation? Like, I am broken, but I got money. Yes, you got money. You got status. You got fame, right? But why you about the mirror? Why you still have anxiety, PTSD, depression, a lot of negative stuff? But you got money, you got status. You see, you're still broken. But as such last time, nothing's being broken. Nothing's being codependent for now. Eventually, it's to learn to become dependent and then comprehend why everyone did you wrong, why everything failed. And the sooner the better, because you don't notice what I said. You don't be like, I could have been 50, 60, 100 years old. Imagine people being 100 years old there with the partners. Like, did you love your partner or did you accept your partner? You know what I mean? They never understood themselves. Like, typically the female, once again, is an amp, the male is an arc, but it can go both ways, most definitely. We were talking to my friend about it, right? But the idea eventually is to comprehend the situation best as. But, yeah, how about to get off, so 2 more minutes for sure. But anyone that you know that's still here, that vibe situation, tell you, once again, I'm going to post this on my, now that on Facebook, on what you call it, on my IG, Twitter, Snap, I take that back, I don't have Snap, but YouTube, obviously for sure to that number one. Yo, don't ever feel alone. You can DM me, text me, video chat, phone call. I got you which way. I give all the AM squad that I vibe with. We have good conversations. You know, I give my number. Like, yo, you call me directly. Really, like, that's my number. You call and text whenever you want. Like, I got my life on death. You have your life, but don't ever feel alone. I'm always in your pocket, every which way. That's when they asked me about. I'm about to get off in a minute. But when they asked me, like, yo, how you in my head? And I used to say it verbally, but now I just still do. But I say I'm a model on my head, on my neck. Your pain is my pain. I died like you died. Oh, what's up, Stack? You, what's up? How you doing? How you been? Welcome to the live. She's not. You getting on when I'm about to get off. I'm hella exhausted. Way past my bedtime. Every which way, especially have to get up in 3 hours to work out. Do like an hour for sure, potential 2 hour session. So. Oh my gosh. But anyways, and that's why February 1st is my birthday. No. It's not your bad. You're good. The idea initially was to jump on here for 1 hour, and I got my TikTok. Well, I'm on TikTok live. I'm also on Facebook live, and according to Facebook, I went out for 2.5 hours. So whoops, a little past my hour time slot. But anyways, I tell you, oh, how you doing? How's the hubs? How's the kiddos? How's life? How's work? Gotta catch up real fast. But whatchamacallit, oh yeah, February 1st, my birthday, around the block. I'm getting more ink therapy, which I gotta tell my boss tomorrow. But getting love, hate, and then my collarbone, the oxymoron that I told her, you know, when you get like, oh, yeah, extra 1,000, whenever they hurt you, I'm gonna get I love you, and then for leaving me on the collarbone. And then this year, I'm doing a lot of ink. The idea is to finish my ink therapy, quote unquote. That's the idea. I'm doing my neck, then my forearms, hashtags, retouch my hands, add TikTok to the phone. Then also about, you know, who knows you better than you? Yourself, the devil, and God, amps and arcs, right? So the idea is to get the devil right here on this shoulder, and then get an angel, but basically God on this side. Who knows? I might put Jesus. I'm a God. I don't know, but I'll figure that part out then. And then on my back, I'm gonna do. Actually, I think my girl and I were doing our tattoos together. And then my back. Kids have going good. Work was still not good. Another COVID case. Still work still closed for the third time. Oh, I'm sorry. 3 week in a row. How's your 50 kiddos? I can have it here about your kid, with your husband, family. Sorry about your job. COVID has 50 death strands, so that's gonna be your turn last night in breath, which sucks. It's probably about not which way. And 50 kiddos, they're good, best as. I love them to death. I try to do whatever we can good with them verbally because because 8 kiddos at once for sure. My 7, and then my stepsons sometimes here also. It's a lot, but for one individual. So they're doing good overall, you know. Just day by day baby steps and just keep helping them guide them, you know. So, but everything I must say for the most part smooth for the most part. I just right now I'm just exhausted, about to get out for sure. But I just can't wait to get my not in an overthinking way, but in a positive way, my ink therapy. So the ones that I hurt a lot is the neck. That's gonna. I did a side and that stung fucking pretty good, man. Like he's like, you want to do the front of your neck? I was like, yeah. He's like, I'm gonna tell you right now, that's really sensitive, man. Your side shirt, it's gonna hurt a lot more in the front. I was like, yeah. So I was like, more fireball. He started laughing. I was like, bro, after this, it's because me, like, you know, I'm not really a drinker, right? So every time I eat therapy, I just take one or a double shot of fireball, and that like gets me buzzed hella fast and numbed me up pretty decently wise. So when I was doing this side, we did like 2 shots, and I was numb to a certain extent, but I could still feel it, you know. So after we finished this side, you know, I thought, yo, real fast, let's do a double shot. And then from there, this one didn't feel as bad. So I told him, if you're trying to tell me that my front of my neck's gonna hurt more than the sides, I was like, damn, bro, I'm gonna do 4 or 5 in a row in the beginning and call it good. You know? So, because, yeah, my pains, well, human body in general is weak, so my pain tolerance just ain't the best. It's really low. So, best you can do, 1,000. Oh, yeah, it's always 1,000 for sure. That's why, and the reason why I'm getting my neck, so I thought about, you know, like I was talking about the mansion, right? So I thought doing about my forehead, you know, mansion, NF, mansion. But I was like, that's a small space, so I was like, cool, I'll do my neck. So the idea is to do like a mansion right here, and then they have like, you know, NF on top, then put, you know, mansion somewhere. I'll figure that part out. But then on the sides right here, I'm very exhausted. The idea is to do like what I say, all doors are painted wide open, right? So which triggers what? It triggers, you know, have like PTSD, anxiety, depression, emotional breakdowns, PTSD, suicidal thoughts, mental health. You know, have that you know, that word is some here, some there, and then the bottom of the mansion, like the bottom of the mansion, that have like, you know, triggers, and then all capital letters, overthinking. So there's that. It's the simplest way to break down just a lot of steps. We go through the feelings, breakups, and why we're still broken. So I mean, you got a lot of incoming. Oh yeah, 1,000. So the idea is to do that this shit pretty soon. So my neck, I have to do go stop by this Friday and do all my sessions, you know, as soon as possible. But anyways, yeah, do my neck, which I'm gonna probably die pretty good. And then also when I died on May 3rd, 2020, like she told me, like, you know, we're trying to work it out, etc. And I did that concept of 80-20. Like she told me, like, you know, now you want to give me your 20, and she's like, this is what she stabbed me in the heart. And I died. She was like, well, you're 7 years too late, so I'm gonna get that where my heart's at. 7 years too late. That's when I died. From there was, and then my rib cage, like I tell everybody, the riddle for Imps and Arcs, you know, because we hate the mirror, we hate ourselves, we're still trying to learn to love ourselves, quote unquote trying. So basically the riddle to say where Jesus got, you know, stabbed in the ribs to verify that he was dead. You know, who's the problem? The person in the mirror, the person looking in the mirror. And that's all the riddle to all Imps and Arcs that deal with that mirror, that deal with themselves. They can't look at themselves, can't look at this phone. You know, they criticize themselves every which way. Nothing's wrong with yourself. Nothing's wrong with criticizing yourself as long as you don't sit on it too much. You know. It is just the human body. It's just the vessels. It's the shell. That's all it is. Where it counts is your head. I tell people mentally, I'm a god. I'm a beast. You know? And I said, so when people hear that I'm a god, you know, etc., we're all gods. You know, we're all God's kids. We're all, you know, we're all His disciples. We're all His angels, etc. So we're part of Him every which way. Narcs are devil disciples. You know what I mean? So that's why I have to put all this ink before I kick the bucket. So just keep telling my story, vibing, and then from there, all my personal notes, like I put on TikTok, I think like 25, 27 notes. I'm a backwise. The idea is to, like my girl was saying, I do scrolls. I'm probably pretty decent size. So on my back, it'll be like from the way when I drop all my comments on someone's TikTok, they go to break up, try to understand themselves. It's like, you know, for sure they get bombarded wise. And it's a trigger warning for them. Like, yo, if they're trolling me, you know, I want to sit here and actually read all these messages. You know, so typically most of them can block me, you know, etc. But it goes both ways. Narcs for sure block me because they don't want the positives out to go out there. Especially a lot of them on narcissist traits. Do that also because they also go through their feelings and they don't want to deal with that. Especially because I simplify it best as, and you know, they're like, here, that's. But anyways, so it's about like 25, 27 comments. The idea is to, on my back, do scrolls of each comment. And then take a picture of it, obviously, and then post it on the TikTok about it, etc. But, like, yo, this is my personal, my personal notes, yes, but those are my 10 amps notes as far as the healing process. Because in the beginning, we repeat ourselves hella, a lot, word for word, for it could be weeks, months, or years. But the more people are supporting, the faster you can let go 1,000, heal 1,000. So then you repeat yourself a lot less. You comprehend how I felt. Now you're cool. You do compare and tell when you see your action. You gotta, what's up? Keep it humble. If you want to be bitter to yourself, be bitter towards you, then stab in the heart or stab in the wrist, I guess say. You'd be like, yo, you have nothing positive to say to me. Don't say nothing to me at all. I'm not being rude to you. But with that said, in your head, you're matching. I let the referee. I own that room. And they get all mad. And that's why you tell them, am I the problem, or are you the problem, or where's the problem? Because I'm just talking about with you. Like, I don't want to do with you. I mean, not really to you. I don't want to. I'm nothing against you. I lay for leave. Now you blessed, you know what I mean? So that's the idea to eventually get to that point. But it takes time. The idea, it's not a race when I say this, but I tell you, 39 is my life. My 10 light workers, I let my ex go in 88 days, 100%, and then 14, 17 days later, 1,000%. So, very blessed, but I'm definitely getting loud because I'm way past my time limit. At the end, was not to be on this long, but I get talking vibe every which way. If I get paid to talk, I say many times I'll be a designer because talking is easy. I love to socialize. And then talk about real stuff, you know. So I'll do 1 minute to make it even at 5, and I'm jumping off. So I'm about rude to everybody. Sorry, staff, for jumping off at the last minute. Not rude to you, just like I'll try to do more lives during the day because, yeah, I'm just trying to get everything straight at home. Straight life as far as computers and, yeah, taking care of home. But today I'm a homebody, so, oh man, I'm tired. Oh yeah, this is a long session. But you know me, that's how I usually go along. But anyways, well kids, you know I'm gonna get off. It's about to hit 5, so 3:05. But have a good night, stay fresh. Remember, day by day baby steps, you know. As amps, you know, we can heal, guide, support, uplift, form, show love to each other, but I can't fix you, you can't fix I. No drugs, no alcohol, no psychiatrist, no pills. Not even God can fix you. And that's a trigger warning for all the religious folk. The only person that can fix you and you, and that's it. But with that said, remember, the only person that knows you better than you is who? The devil, God, and yourself. So the devil and God are always in your. So don't forget that. And like all them, so you can hold your hand every which way. So have a good night. Stay fresh. Team Squares, Team M's, Empathists all day. Stay fresh. Ciao, ciao.